shit. G is this shit. Masterpiece. If you don't know me, then your bosses do. Never mind, y'all, I really talk to fruit. On that clown shit, I can't talk to you. Picture a boss making some bosses move. Never won, nigga, but we helping you. Low and child, nigga, that 39th shit. Wells, baby, that 39th stick. The king got his shit, you should crown this. Came from the Wells, got the spot on the half. Window on this day, shoot them guys, but I know them guys. City turned to clap you for a penny. Came from the low end, the capital of the city. Shit get high here. Better wear your Glock here. We don't just grocery youngers, they hop shop here. Enjoy your body until they see your soul. Put you in the wood and then they let you burn. Shit get stupid. Shot stop loud talk for sure you get muted. Gas up the plane smoke for sure you get suited. Loud talk. I've been playing with that grass like a groundhog. Bitch, I'm 39th to the death of it. Tell them let the weapon spit. 40 with a drum jack kicking like some Tekken shit. Ain't from the 9 from 39. Home and BT, big shouty, right? Landscaping. When I get it going, chasing them, got a plan. Leaves on them trees when they fall, I'ma hand rake them. Bag them, seal them and get them gone. Jumped in this shit with sturgeon to see a zone. Ass bees here. Wood big as hell like I'm smoking out a tree here. Playing with the branches like a monkey in a tree here. The GF, landscaper. I'm playing the wild for that damn paper. You know, I am 39. BFA shit. I ain't here to step on niggas' toes, but you see me? Yeah. G is this genius. I'm one of them niggas. And if you don't know that, you should ice your balls. Tell them talk about that hood team shit. They ain't really gotta do it though. You know this BFA shit though, don't you? BFA shit!
Hey, what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Shop Talk 7, man. We up top, but we get down. It's your boy, Get This D. D Smith in the house, man. On a Friday night, man, here in the shop. Uh-oh, that ain't the sound effect. But okay. All right, we'll go with that. Hey, give it to her. Give it to her. Give it to her. Hey. Nah, I ain't finna do that. Shop Talk 7, baby. We here, baby. Shout out to the chat, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Whether you're tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, StreamYard, or now the Roku app. That's right. We on the Roku app now, man. So ain't no excuses, okay? Support District Radio Network, My Radio Chicago, Shop Talk 7, okay? No excuses. Y'all can catch us 24/7, all right? So make sure you tune in, man. Tune in, all right? Shout out to that playlist. Of course, we had to open up with some Landscape and Luch, man. Shout out to Luch. Appreciate you, brother. And also, man, let's go ahead and get into our resident SVO segment brought to you by Shop Talk 7, man. Shop Talk 7 wants to show a little bit of love to our resident SBOs, our small business owners that are rocking with us, man, and supporting us. And we want to support them back. You know what I'm saying? We want to show some love back. So shout out to our girl, Ro Bryant, man, from Rose Design Services. That's RO''S Design Services. Because if you ain't got that apostrophe there, it ain't Rose no more. All right? It's Ross. Yeah. I might want to go to no damn store named Ross. I want to go to Rose. All right? So make sure you put the apostrophe there. All right? You guys want to talk to her? You want to hit her up? Hit her up. 773-322-3076. Again, that number is 773-322-3076. Hit her up across Facebook, IG, and Gmail at Rose Design Services. Okay? Normally, this is the part of the program where I would say shout out to the accoutrement. I'm out of uniform. I'm rocking Fly Cool Club tonight, man. So shout out to Fly Cool Club, man. Check it out. Yeah, it's dope, man. Shout out to Dollar, man. Hooking me up with it, man. But yeah, I make sure y'all check out Rose Design Services, okay? Make sure you put that apostrophe there. Shout out to Rose Design Services, man. Also, shout out to our girl, Nicole the Ingram of Tiffany'sCloset.com. That's www.Tiffany'sKlozet.com, okay? Where fashion is queen, okay? And y'all already know. Y'all watch the show. Watch y'all mouths out here in these streets, okay? Because you can only speak Tiffany's in Tiffanasia. And the only way to get to Tiffanasia is at Tiffany'sCloset.com. All right, where fashion is queen, man. So y'all make sure y'all holler at Tiffany, Nicole the Ingram, man. She definitely has a lot of dope fashions for the ladies. I hear she's doing some stuff for the men come 2024. So y'all might see a different look from the shop boys, man. Y'all better stay on point, man. But yeah, in the meantime, man, take your girl to Tiffany'sCloset.com, man, and let her check out some things. There's definitely some dope stuff there, and you will thank me later. All right. And also shout out to our girl, Miss Nikki Spiller of Nikki Sleek Designs, man. Y'all know Nikki's been hooking us up, working on our promos, man, and even teaching me a thing or two. So I'm trying to learn some stuff too, you know. But y'all know Nikki is busy. And a lot of people tapping into it, man. So if you too want Nikki to spill her drip all over your brand, just a little bit over there, a little bit over there, everywhere, just all over the place, man. Make sure y'all holler at Nikki, all right? www.nikkisleekdesigns.com. If you want to hit her up on Gmail, hit her up at nikkisleekdesigns@gmail.com, all right? And that does it for our resident SBO segment, brought to you by Shop Talk 7, baby. Hey, let's get it. Yeah. All right, Media Model's going to be coming in the building pretty soon, so he'll arrive soon. We'll have no guests tonight. So we just open. We just hanging out in the shop tonight. We just going to chill and do our thing and, get to these topics. The pod god descendeth. Look at that. Smoke him up. You see what happens? They say he works in mysterious ways. Shout out to the chat, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Forgive me because I'm multitasking, so I'm not ignoring y'all. All right, I'm not ignoring y'all. He shows up late. He's telling y'all that I ignoring him. I'm ignoring y'all, but he shows up late. Come on. Okay. How does that work? That's true. Man, fuck those doctors.
Just raising children also has work to do for something, man.
Yeah.
Making excuses.
Where's your letter? Where's your letter? You know you shouldn't be coming. You can't come here without a letter.
I showed my letter in the group chat. You
did show your letter in the group chat. And on that note, it's music. I don't want no problems. Look, Yosemite Sam over here and shit. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's kick it off the right way, man. Let's get into some Billy, man. Cash go crazy, man. I love you. You don't know about? Love your ass. Let's go ahead and get it, man. Shop Talk 7. Let's go.
For real. Riding like I want to jump the meal. Yeah, this ain't no sneaky link, baby, this shit for real. I'm really trying to lock it down and ring a seal the deal. Now you just wanna keep riding like I won't switch up the deal. Thought I took you out the field. This ain't no sneaky link, baby, this shit for real. I'm really trying to lock it down and ring a seal the deal. Now you just wanna keep riding like I won't switch up the meal. Thought I took you out the field. No pressure, you playing. Line up this time for the weigh-in. Cash out big win for the pay-in. You got it? No, I got options, stop it. DM on go, I'm rapping. I don't gotta I get what I want it. Call him big dog, we talking. Side little Wu-Tang, shake it little, it's too strange. Need it right now, got moose swings. Throw a little bit like this chain. Got a lot of rock style. This one keep calling my phone. This one can't leave me alone. Be fucking for real, be fucking for real. I got lots from LA to my home. No, I'm really just putting you on. Kissing, don't tell little baby we grown. You remember little baby, I don't. You remember little baby, I don't. Now I'm back out. Got a little bit, but I'm back now. Never let a get her locked out. I'm bad on my own, I'm better. Dad, I'm tired of waiting. Find out why she finally ready. Why he sleep no time to the bed. I'm shut down, church, I'm highly favored. I don't play no games. Too crazy, I'm going insane. Free up, but I give up my name cause it came with the fame. I love you. This ain't no sneaky link, baby. This shit for real. I'm really trying to lock it down and ring a seal the deal. Now you just wanna keep riding like I won't switch up the deal. That I took you out the field. That I This ain't no sneaky link, baby. This shit for real. I'm really trying to lock it down and ring a seal the deal. Now you just wanna keep riding like I won't switch up the meal. That I took you out the field. That I
She started, but it's nothing. No badge, no chance in cuffing. I bag my claim in public. 10 vibes, I'm same old rough. Yeah, 10 vibes, I'm same old rough. Whole time I owe this nothing. Yeah, she wanna slither with snakes. She knowing it's me. Wiping your nose and sweep on her feet. I scoop on the patty, I know some streets. She on the jetty and blow to the beach. Chanel is and Coco before she met me. Talk about dreams, she thinking she me. Keep it discreet and beat the sheets. I walking up like 5. Physique, I'm loving her body. Yeah. Tomorrow she rock like Baji. Yeah. Okay, let's do it on camera. Shaking, she going to tantrum. I go to this cool fam. Yeah. On a perk like Kurt, slam. Yeah. Probably like I won't give you back. Thinking it's smooth but knowing it's scratch. Toxic and not you part of that batch. Making me nauseous, I pop to relax. Give you my all, but I don't trust you. Yeah. But I give you my all, cause I love you.
This ain't no sneaky link, baby. This for real. I'm really trying to lock you down and ring a seal the deal. Now you just wanna keep riding like I won't switch up the meal. That I took you out the field. That I This ain't no sneaky link, baby. This for real. I'm really trying to lock you down and ring a seal the deal. Now you just wanna keep riding like I won't switch up the meal. That I took you out the field. That
I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. 10 toes and don't know how to let it go. And I've been talking to the sky like to make a way for me. Was about to walk away from it, now I feel I'm in mode. Don't like to show them no weakness. If you show love to me now, for a baby later you can keep it. Feel like I'm about to go way off the deep end. I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. Pray for me. Shoulders loaded, but I think I can carry it. Fuck it, you talking about? It's a lot of bet. I'm on the brink, so I bury it. Hey, I'm a king, bring my chariot. I gotta make a new way for my people. I promise my daughter that she can live lavish. My ex have to deal with a lot of my baggage. Vowed to myself I would never be average. How success, yes, I feel like an addict. I'm at it. My days filled with building this habit of writing and get it up off me. Don't know if it's working, I'm still going back shit. Don't want them there too, so I'm asking. Pray the Lord give me through all I'm asking. What do I do? My emotions be clashing. I'm feeling like I'm getting my ass kicked. Using this pot and this bottle and acting. Going too hard for some shit not to happen. Lost my composure, I get it, I'm lashing. Working against me, I give them the hatchet. Can't keep concealing this crashing. Some gotta give, not gon' live in this fashion. Happiness feel like it's giving in ration. I don't find balance, it's feeling get drastic. I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. 10 toes and don't know how to let it go. And I've been talking to the sky like to make a way for me. Was about to walk away from it, now I feel I'm in mode. Don't like to show them no weakness. If you show love to me now, for a baby later you can keep it. Feel like I'm not gonna go way off the deep end. I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. Pray for me.
A whole life been a pain box. Tears fall, turn to raindrops. These streets here I love so much. I got gunned down on these same blocks. I like to show them the weakness. Ain't no escaping my demons. Too many nights I've been sleepless, Jesus. I carry too many secrets. Still I gotta muster up the courage to look in the mirror and make peace with myself. Go play the Virgin Mary handle on that 4-5 that I keep in my belt. So lost, don't know who I am, and it's hard to admit I'm in need of some help. All of this shit that I'm going through, I don't like talking about this, why I keep to myself. Going down and my soul numb. Everything just great for me. You can't tell like a silly whale just slide by so gracefully. Fake love from a forked tongue. This here every day for me. I'm not in search of no sympathy. I'm just asking y'all, please pray for me.
I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. 10 toes and don't know how to let it go. And I've been talking to the sky like to make a way for me. Was about to walk away from it, now I feel I'm anymore. Don't like to show them no weakness. If you're showing love to me now, for a baby later you can keep it. Feel like I'm about to go way off the deep end. I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me.
Go ahead and run out the collective, man. Let's go playing with them, right? You think I'm just gonna play Cash Go Crazy? I'm gonna play Trosh and I ain't gonna play no treble? Really? You got me fucked up, boy. Let's go ahead and get it. Nobody, Trouble the Singer, boy. Let's get it. Moolah, what's good, boy? Shout out to Moolah Stuffy, man. Right way in the building, dog. Yeah, I see Cypher. What up, Cypher?
Phone going off, it says she texting me now. Because I'm out of town. Wondering if I could come over and give a nookie a couple rounds. She like the way I put it down. As much as I want to. Shorty catching feelings, and that's something I don't do. Love making you feel different when you know you ain't supposed to. Now she interested in me visiting frequently. She asked me what my secret is. Told her I'll be keeping it concealed. If I let you know, you can't tell no one, I'm talking nobody. Know you responsible. Girl, I gotta watch my back, 'cause I'm not just anybody. She say that she like when I'm around. She when I come and put it down. She wanna know my secret, but I told her I'ma keep it to myself. Promised that she wouldn't let it out. Let it out, no. If I let you know, you can't tell no one, I'm talking nobody. Know you responsible. Girl, I gotta watch my back, 'cause I'm not just anybody. See me on Shoptalk 7, now she want the tea. She been sipping the pineapple juice, so I know it's sweet. Got a heart racing, 'cause this ain't where I'm supposed to be. And if a nigga find out, I put them both to sleep. Holding me, she telling me she need me badly. Controlling me, I love it when she call me daddy. Energy make me wanna be the bad. They wanna know just what my secret is. Told her I'll be keeping it. There's a fight if I let you know. You can't tell no one, I'm talking nobody. Know you responsible. Girl, I gotta watch my back, 'cause I'm not just anybody. She say that she like when I'm around. She when I come and put it down. Wanna know my secret, but I told her I'ma keep it to myself. Promised that she wouldn't let it out. Don't let it out. If I let you know, you can't tell no one, I'm talking nobody. Know you responsible. Girl, I gotta watch my back, 'cause I'm not just anybody. If I let you know, you can't tell no one, I'm talking nobody. Know you responsible. Girl, I gotta watch my back, 'cause I'm not just anybody. She say that she like when I'm around. She when I come and put it down. Wanna know my secret, but I told her I'ma keep it to myself. Promised that she wouldn't let it out. If I let you know, you can't tell no one. I'm talking nobody.
Loon, state of mind. I lost everybody in my corner sending out condolences. Dead body drop before you notice it. Cemetery call a deal, I got my own ship. Underground railroad like a myriad. Game I married and the hairy dead flow the scariest. Summertime little news run around, it's the deadliest. It's the end on the fair burner skin, you carry it. 7 broker coming like the trumpets or the chariots. Off a bar, ain't nobody with me, no trust when I bust. Know my enemies, they wanna come and get me. Shots in your car, cut through like a hacksaw. Mitty say they riding, but I know that they ain't really outside. Ain't nobody praying, little shorty's praying. I'm not the human that can, damn, no safe haven. Blessed for God, I'm receiving. Have a heart for saying, acting like an angel, knowing I'm a demon praying. Time down and now you're gonna see the tunnel with the light. Gunplay with my scope staring in the sight. Everywhere you go, when the rat gotta keep a fight. Blood dripping out the tight headshot and mid-fly. Run around the city, perfectly hitting Yoda Remy. I send a with a switch, run hard to get away. Shoot at me, I'm coming back like Machiavelli, murder raid. Kamikaze suicide until we all in the grave. Only God knows when it's time to go. What's the gang sound, rub it out of Poe. He's coming in to put a Mexico. Wanna close range and you dead to blow. Only God knows when it's time to go. What's the gang sound, rub it out of Poe. He's coming in to put a Mexico. Wanna close range and you dead to blow. Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
State of mind. Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
My state of mind.
From the city with unity, never lived in communities. All the people was new to me, now it do exist. From the valley to Concord, from block to the color door, Delaney, door, Miller, Glen Park, 25th. Right on side end of the Bronx. Can't forget Terrytown and Wood, where I was raised, and always hold it down. If it's come to my hood and try to disrespect, quick, I'm protected. Welcome to the city for the third. Copper pitted by some J's at the club. And if you're looking for the loud, you can copper by the ounce of the pound, cause you know we got the plug. I'm coming from a city where bitches be on the ground all the time. Hustle by any means that's necessary. It going harder than sitting afraid to pull the trigger. If you're getting at the line on the streets of Gary, I love my niggas cause they hustle. We so many black owners and businesses. Do it now, throw it up cause we always gon' represent. Born and raised in the hood of GI, it's evident that we always making moves so the haters irrelevant. Party in peace is what we promote, but you can never stop a nigga from doing the most. Hell no, we ain't perfect, but we always working hard and putting on for the streets because it's perfect.
Only God knows when it's time to go. What's the gang sound, rub it out of Poe. He's coming in to put a Mexico. Wanna close range and you dead to blow. Only God knows when it's time to go. What's the gang sound, rub it out of Poe. He's coming in to put a Mexico. Wanna close range and you dead to blow. Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind. State of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
Chicago, my state of mind.
Yeah, my state of mind.
My state of mind.
We definitely been turned that off. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. We back. Shoptalk 7, man. We on top of we get down. It's your boy Get This D Smith in the house.
It's your boy Media Minus Pod Guy Radio. Jesus in the building.
Pod God Descendeth.
You hear me?
What's good, everybody? Hope everybody cool, man. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to that playlist real quick, man. That last joint was C Snapper, man, featuring Mario Boss. State of Mind, boy. Went through a thing on that one. Shout out to C Snapper, Ice World, man. And Cold One. Trap Cold One.
Trap Code.
Shout out to Trap Code, man. But before that, man, we had to give y'all a little bit of love on the collective side, man. Shout out to the collective, man. D3 in the building. We had that Trouble the Singer, Nobody. If y'all was paying close attention to that second verse, I'm not sure I've heard a better verse out there. Not sure.
Oh,
I'm not sure I have.
not a better verse, period.
No, not sure.
We'll see.
Not sure.
It ain't better than Overdose
Nope.
by Twister.
Yeah. Yeah. You got me there.
I had to go that deep.
Got me there. There.
I had to go all the way there with it.
Dug in the crates on that one.
You feel me? That's a compliment to her. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trouble the Singer, man. And before that, we had Trosh. Shout out to the homeboy Trosh. Man, featuring Hollow Blood Gang, man. Pray for me, man. Shout out to the
I see Moolah Stuffy on the chat, bro.
Yeah, what up, Moolah?
Get well, Brody.
Get well, boy.
I heard your surgery went. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna hit you up later on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And before that, we had Cash Going Crazy. We had to get into that Billy, man. Bitch, I love you. You understand me? Look, you see this? You see this? Don't play. That's what Billy,
I love you.
You know, that's what Billy's all about, basically.
Better love me too.
You better love me back.
Cause knowing me, I pay.
Shit.
Cause knowing me, I done pay some bills.
Yeah, shit.
I'm gonna need my chest too.
Maybe part 2 of Billy should be "You Better Love Me Back."
You better love me back.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the
Put me
collective,
in the video
man.
saying that. You better love me back.
You know, shout out to the collective, man. Hey, we got Just Sandwiches in here. What up, Just Sandwiches? Hey, sweetheart. Shout out to Just Sandwiches.
Just sandwiches. Ain't no cakes with that.
No, it's Just Sandwiches.
Just sandwich. That's it.
It's in the title.
Motherfucker get a pop or something.
No, it's just sandwiches.
Okay,
that's
just
it.
sandwiches.
Don't ask for fries.
I heard they good though.
They fire.
There we go.
They are fire.
It's fine.
Absolute fire. Absolute fire. Let's see, man. And that goes for our playlist, man. Shout out to the playlist, man. Everybody in the building. What up, Cypher Sick? Cypher Sick in the house, man. I see Treble. What up, Treble? What's going on, Treble? Shout out to the chat. The Voice. Shout out to the homie, man. And we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We definitely appreciate y'all. Now, you said you had something you want to.
I got something I want to talk about.
Want to get off your chest, man.
I made a statement on my Facebook page, right? Where I said our kids should be made to be grown before 18 or 21. I said before 18 or 21 because depending on who you're talking to, you know, to them, one or the other is grown.
Right.
To me, I say 18 because what they need to be made to be grown. Like, so, you know what though? Now that I said it out loud, I could probably understand why.
Because the way it sounds.
Why some people said that, like, treat them like they're grown at 18. But no, I'm gonna stand by it because I ain't saying for them to be made to be grown and you treating them like they're not your kids is two different things.
Right.
Because that's not what I'm saying. So what happens is when you don't ask questions about something you don't understand, or something that you had at first have a negative reaction to, right? Not negative like aggressive, but like just if your first reaction is to disagree, you should probably ask
thinking.
What.
Right. You're not even thinking. You're on
and maybe you just look wild to you. You feel me? But all I'm saying here is have them prepared before they're 18. Because what happens is a lot of kids are just baby, and then they're left to deal with the world in a certain way because they're going to try it. They're 18 now. They're out of high school. What else is there to do? They have to be in the world. You got to go to college or whatever you finna do, but whatever that next move is, nobody's holding your hand. So I'm just saying, have your kids prepared to have nobody hold their hand. Accountability lessons should start earlier than that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like in Mono House nonprofit, one of the things I'm trying to institute is I feel like I mentioned this on the show before, is a rites of passage program where young men and hopefully I get some ladies to deal with the women, young men and young women will be able to have a guideline of things concerning things they should know by the time they become adults.
There should be
have had the experience with. You know what I'm talking about? Like young men should know how to dress, tie a tie, change a tire, change some oil, have balanced a checkbook, even if you using Monopoly money. I think parents should allow their kids to lose sometimes. Like, no, you got to feel this because you messed it up. Now, in the real scheme of things, I got your back. But I'm gonna let you go without for a minute because you got to see how this feels.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You fumbled your money. Now you can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay. I'm not bailing you out of this.
Now you can't pay your phone bill.
I'm not calling you.
Now your phone off.
Right. I'm not giving you no extra money.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure you're safe because you're my child.
Right.
But aside from that, you're gonna feel this.
Yep. I agree with that 1,000%.
You don't get the good food today because you didn't do what you're supposed to do.
And if you think about the
we might eat pizza right in your face.
Think about the generations; they've been watered down more and more in a lot of different ways, especially like physically in terms of manual labor, learning how to do things with our hands. A lot of the jobs are computer trades. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature.
A lot of the jobs are sit behind a desk. You know, we're already. I was in a weight loss class once when I was in the Navy. I took it just because I needed to kill some time. You know. But
shout out to the chat, man.
They said that our plates got bigger during World War II and they never shrunk. So they said our plates got bigger, which is why most people eat all this food because the plates is bigger. Because the manual labor that was happening during the Great Depression. You know what I'm saying? You had to eat almost 5,000 calories a day because of how you had the workload you did.
Right.
Ain't no radio guy, for example, got no business eating a 5,000 calorie diet. That's a bad idea.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, unless they're active in the gym or something. But you know what I'm saying? But most of us, all we're doing with our day is our job.
Right.
That's what most of us are doing. And we go home and watch TV or play the game. or binge Netflix or whatever, or probably getting ready to entertain a female.
Right.
If you want to fellas,
we're not moving at all. We're not working at all.
You feel me? We're not working like that. We're not going for walks. You know what I mean?
Households aren't the same, so the passing of knowledge down to younger generations is not the same. You don't have people growing up watching their grandfathers working, watching their dads working, watching uncles working, watching niggas next door work. You know what I'm saying? The family next door, they pops get up and go do stuff too. So it ain't just my family. I see other people on the block doing things too. So you don't see that no more.
I ain't gonna front you. My pops knew everything, but all he showed me, set me down and showed me was how to play ball and get girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He knew how to do it because he was just put in spaces where he had to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see him do them a lot, but whenever he did do it, he was really good at it. Right? Like plumbing, especially, you know what I'm saying? He knew about cars. He didn't teach me that stuff. And I wasn't one of those eager kids.
Mm-hmm.
I needed a kick up the butt. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't proactive like that as a child. But you know, so I didn't know how to do those things. Only thing that saved me in a lot of ways is I was low maintenance naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need much. I didn't ask for much. I didn't care about going to the parties. So I was able to stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Blew my money, of course. I still be blowing money. But yeah, you know, so like stuff like that. Like, and we was talking about earlier, how the disadvantage of kids growing up in an apartment as opposed to a house.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing for you to fix in an apartment.
You ain't got the same responsibility.
You ain't got the fix it, man. The landlords, people got to do that.
Yep.
You ain't mowing no lawns.
Yeah,
you know, the most you doing is carrying up heavy groceries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most kids ain't got no, not most kids, but a lot of kids don't be having a lot of work ethic when they grow up in homes where moms she's impatient and she don't want you, she need to clean like she need to clean.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into this music break real quick. But before we do, shout out to the chat, man. Queen J. Shari in the building. What up, Queen? How you doing, beautiful?
She said, great. Hold on. Queen J. Shari, I'm going to address that when we come back. She said, grandma's 35 nowadays.
Hey, we're going to get into that too.
I'm going to address that when we come back.
Keep them coming. Shout out to Miss Candace Shaw, Unlimited Taxes, Indiana. Shout out to Miss Candace Shaw. What's going on, baby girl? Cypher 6 says, I agree with mine. It said we have to prepare young adults for the real world, teach them lessons of substance, give them useful tools. True. Queen J. Ashari says, you're talking about life etiquette. That is very true. Yeah. Very true. All right, man, let's go ahead and get to this music real quick, man. We're going to come back and get back into the rest of the comments. I'm going to have them flashing so y'all can see them. Let's go ahead and get to this music, man. Let's go ahead and get to this Corey Ether. Don't get no simpler than that, baby. Shop Talk 7, let's get it.
Oh, damn, Ether. So you going to go all the way in? To the world, you're considered strong. Yeah. To me, you're considered either. Yeah. Old-faced and crude. Serial creator.
If I'm going out, then I'm going in. I'm showing now who you rolling with. It don't even matter. Quit the chatter. Started from the bottom till I built the ladder. Blessings to the city. They wanna let us in till we build our own buildings. Standing on my business, dancing to my own rhythm. These gifts are God-given, so you know that God's in them. Living proof, you can see it through God's vision. So you see that the God's in them. When the God speaks, y'all listen. Y'all don't even know what y'all missing. Say she wanna stop, I told her start wishing. Hey, she say she wanna stop, I told her start wishing.
Never gives up on himself. Family man, talented man, self-righteous, conscious man. Dick up her guts kind of man. Protecting my feelings, hold on tight kind of man. Shut up kind of man. Man, put up kind of man. Want your dream about kind of man.
Everything come with a cost, so never do something that'll cost you everything. They saying some things, just heard some change free promotion, I'm off to better things. Why I be better, I'm better king. Every time I deliver, becoming a better me. I'm a dog with different pedigree. I'm like 10, 20, 30, 50, 50 steps ahead of me. Keep telling myself, don't get ahead of me. Stepping myself, better myself, haven't slept in weeks. They'd rather keep the street, I'd rather keep the peace. Loyalty comes with the cost, why hustle for cheap? They say they wanna be with you until they see what keeps you. Too afraid to see it through, so they just up and leave you. Had your back in, this is how you love. When you think of coming back, you just think of how you love.
Get close and get back kind of man, not just any man. Hey.
cannot stand my hustle. Game plan on a hoe. Out losing weight, got many bills to pay, and I just got laid off. Here we go again, cop the eye, hit the block again, but this time I can move around more. Time to take the chance. It's better from when I stayed in the basement, facing fake ass niggas, hating the late and the purpose, surrounded by service. Leeches blood sucking each other. Caught a little felony case, gonna learn my lesson. Maybe never let these silly fuckers take your spirit. I'm headed to the top of the pyramid, and I fear no man walking. Sick of talking lips in front of you niggas who ain't no shit. I throw spears to your wisdom. I'm trying to reach my kingdom. We mean that business. Fuck all that broke shit. Got homies dead, resting in peace and some in the pen. Paid my dues, and now it's time to put the bid in. I'm trying to reach my kingdom. We mean that business. Fuck all that broke shit. Got homies dead, resting in peace and some in the pen. Paid my dues, now it's time to put the bid in. I'm trying to reach my kingdom. We mean that business. Fuck all that broke shit. Got homies dead, resting in peace and some in the pen. Paid my dues, now it's time to put the bid in. I love my people, but we making it hard. I got them toys, but it get lonely out here without my homies. I believe for life. I walk and not retreat like my life was pinning. The world is ending up the deck. Well respected, Nicolo the Don, phenomenal, outstanding mentor. Taught a nigga a lot, now teaching the family what big homie taught me. Loyalty, don't choose no friends. If it ain't no vibe, better keep your eyes open. Mind focused, cluster line with the scope attached. Had some eggs and culture vultures' heads, cause the streets is dirty. Especially for them niggas who bring that heat in our circle. You run up on me and I will hurt you. But what if that demon came to haunt us like no sir? I'm moving like a blur, call me thief in the night. I might be that creep, better watch me, I'll cease your life. It's on for my peace, man, we trying to reach our trying to reach my kingdom. We need that business, fuck all that bro shit. Got homies dead, resting in peace and some in the pen. Paid my dues, now it's time to put the bid in. I'm trying to reach my kingdom. We mean that business. Fuck all that bro shit. Got homies dead, resting in peace and some in the pen. Paid my dues, now it's time to put the bid in. I'd rather fight for something than live my life for nothing. Nigga, you ain't tough. Why you gyrating? You wake up hating, eating bacon, your bitch cooking naked. You looking evil like you ready, enough with the face, the time is over. You'll be asking Jehovah to hold you. I'm here to scold you, y'all ain't focused. He look like a Noah's been hit with the Holy Ghost. You bitches do the most. I figure y'all just lost and dying. Our pride has been stolen. I'm not hiding, I was chosen. Live my life like it's golden. You won't deny me, I'll be kicking you right in your clothing. I hold my head high, want my advice, you do the same. What's exercise the brain will possess me the exorcism, or you will be next in prison. Trapped in the dark in prison. And now you barking for your mama cause you didn't listen. You should have perfected your position. You tried to freedom. I think it's sad how we let the leaders. Not me, I'm a leader. I'm trying to reach my kingdom. We mean that business. Fuck all that bro shit. Got homies dead, resting in peace and some in the pen. Paid my dues, now it's time to put the bid in. I'm trying to reach my kingdom. We mean that business. Fuck all that bro shit. Got homies dead, resting in peace and some in the pen. Paid my dues, now it's time to put the bid in.
I need me a bad bitch. Don't want a chicken head. I'm trying to get this bread. Coming such a dick instead. Pound town, we in the bed. Loose screws all in my head. She say I fucked her like a nigga fresh up out the feds. I need me a bad bitch. Don't want a chicken head. I'm trying to get this bread. Coming such a dick instead. Pound town, we in the bed. Loose screws all in my head. She say I fucked her like a nigga fresh up out the feds. I'm a freak. I like sloppy head 7 days a week. With the legs to her buffet, I call that bone appetit. You my private dancer, baby, gonna shake that shit for me. Take it off, bend it over, bust it open, let me see it. Climb it to the top, then you drop it to a split. See you doing your thing, baby, can you do that on your dick? Get that money, stay in your bag, stack your paper, do your shit. She a boss and she a freak, we got it cracking, that thing breaking. Ain't no slacking on my macking, ain't no slipping on my pimping. Rest in peace to Young Dog, had to take a trip to Memphis, smoking woods and getting lifted. 3-6 sipping what I'm sipping, bending corners, dodging chicken, bitch, you know just how I get it. I need me a bad bitch, don't want a chicken your head. I'm trying to get this bread, coming such a dick instead. Pound town, we in the bed, loose screws all in my head. She say I fucked her like a nigga fresh up out the bed. I need me a bad bitch, don't want a chicken head. I'm trying to get this bread, coming such a dick instead. Pound town, we in the bed, loose screws all in my head. She say I fucked her like a nigga fresh up out the bed.
Ass and titties, some ass and titties. We got some ass and titties. We some big booty bitches. We got some ass and titties, some ass and titties. We got.
Vega, what up, man? I see you, Miami. What up? See money. Got money shit. I do not Uber, little mama. I bust my moves in the Hellcat. She wanna ride with an OG, buffing on OG, asking what L's at. She never rolled with a BD before, the GDs was selling her shorts. I told her the top was better for sure, the bottom was better before. Pulled up new whip like what's that? Plug talk, he would never let you touch that. Touchdown, touch green, then I rush back. If she rides, she got her on the rush pack. Big loud money on me, dick, she got loud money tatted on her neck. And I'm still feeding my set, loud money brand all on the checks. Tell me who is the plug, cause I need his hotline. I hit the We Rider hotline. They call up Shandell like it's drop time. My flow is unique, it put me in mix, but I swear if you reached it, it's 5 slides. I told her come ride with this OG, by rolling this OG I got from the block guys.
One hand on her thigh. She like when I go a little deep. I don't let these all I do is she know she ain't stopping. I step into Victor screaming, the industry, I need a million. I take the doors out the cheek. She know I'm a rapper, so she wanna me to sleep. One hand on her thigh. She like when I go a little deep. I don't let these all I do is she know she ain't stopping. I step into Victor screaming, the industry, I need a million. Take the doors out the cheek. She know I'm a rapper, so she wanna me to sleep. One get busy with glizzy. Don't wanna take that bitch look like a she all in my face. That sound pretty. Book her off like till I come to my city. I didn't forget back, then when they leave back. If they didn't notice, I said it and would. She wanna play like proof, yeah, good. She gon' hit me up in my hood. My packing got heavy, artilleries don't like relations. They fuck with the mystery. I need a bitch that look better than Hillary. She say she love me, she killing me. She tell her friends that she feeling me. Tell her love is the bank. My pocket's colorful, tell I'm feeling this brain. They know I twist blank. I know you gon' try to be something that you ain't. One hand on her thigh. She like when I go a little deep. I don't let these all I do is she know she ain't stopping. I step into Victor screaming, the industry, I need a million. I take the doors out the cheek. She know I'm a rapper, so she wanna me to sleep. One hand on her thigh. I don't let these all I do is I step into Victor screaming, the industry. I take the doors out the cheek. She know I'm a rapper, so she wanna me to sleep.
I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna waste no time. Hit my line. Never pick it up first time. Gotta make a call back twice. Cause girl, you already know. I bet my vocals can go. Started off fast, ended up slow. Kiss from your head all the way to your toes. I keep on going till I feel like I'm taking your soul. Just let it go, just let it flow. Just let it show, just let me know. Is it too high? Should I go slow? Slow down, sit slow, cool down, slow, top down, vibes on. Girl, I think it's time to get it on. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure I treat you right. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure your body right. Feeling the type of way, better like I'm in a way. I can tell how you taste. Chocolate chips on my face. Always can't get enough of your taste. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure your body's right. Just let it go, just let it flow, just let it show. Just let me know, go fast or slow. When I go low, just let it go, just let it flow, just let it show. Just let me know, go fast or slow. When I go low, baby, all
all I really need is one night to make sure I treat you right. Baby, all I really need is one night to give you what baby, you come on, you feeling some type of way. Better not come here to play or run away. I can tell by how you taste. Chocolate chips on my face. Always can't get enough of your taste. Baby, all I really need is one night to treat your body right. Oh, yeah.
Let's get it, man. Shop Talk 7, we up top, but we get down. It's your boy, Get This Deep. Smith in the house.
It's your boy, Media Minus Pop Guy Radio. Jesus in the building.
Man, we got Shop Blizz in the building.
Shop Blizz Crown Hold in the building.
You know what I'm saying?
On the board, we need a
Shop Blizz Crown Hold in the building.
We got to do it ourselves.
The Blizz effect.
Right.
Man, I did that. So somebody wants to feel so bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to laugh at
Oh, that was
Oh, yeah.
the other day.
Oh my God, I did not mean to do that.
I just want to say you guys handle your interviews very, very well.
Thank you.
I like the way you guys conduct yourself. Besides the potty mouths, you guys really conduct your interviews very well on all levels.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you.
I'm just glad that the interview was that yesterday. We had an interview with Queen Ari. That was I'm sorry, Jamaican.
That was it.
Sunshine Jamaica Blazing. Yeah. That was a dope interview.
Yeah,
it was.
That her music did not sound like it did over the phone.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna tell her the truth.
Okay.
Well, we told her the truth. We told her that too.
We did. I told her when it happened, when she sent it to me.
We told her that too.
But whatever. I don't know if maybe it was our phones or whatever. If she redid it, they got it remixed.
It was just over the phone. That's all. Just over the phone.
Man, bro,
because I heard the same thing you heard. But when we heard it, we heard it here.
I was impressed.
In fact, we got that coming up. They go up there.
I like the reggae vibe that I heard from her.
Yeah.
I really ultimately think like that's going to ultimately be her lane for real. But she actually has some rhyme flow to her. I think it just probably needs a little bit more formatting. You know, look,
and she'll get that over time if that's what she wants.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I was definitely pleased.
Definitely.
I was definitely pleased.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys handled yourself so professional. I was definitely tuned in on the Roku.
Thank you.
Like, okay, let me see how this finna go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. We trying to get professional.
I've been trying not to be professional, but then his voice got all this authority in it, so I'll be scared to make a move.
Get your act together.
Don't you talk to me like that.
Get your act together there, bro.
But yeah, man, did we go back to playlist yet?
Oh, real quick, shout out to the playlist, man. Man, that last one was Noah Hayes and Lucky Spearman, man. Body Right. Somebody, auntie.
To get somebody.
Come on, boy. Shop boys in the building, boy.
47 minutes. We got to timestamp that one.
Yeah, you don't get it nowhere else, man. 3 radio personalities, something to y'all. Y'all don't get that. Come on, my radio Chicago. Shout out to Lucky Spearman, man, and Noah Hayes, man. And before that, man, we had Money featuring Mega Star, man. FMTS.
One hand on her leg, one hand on her thigh.
I do not do Uber, little mama. I bust my moves in the Hellcat.
Up in the sleep. Shout out to
I ain't gonna lie, that's one of his hardest verses right there.
She never rode with a BD before. The GDs be selling the shorts.
Hey,
man.
hey.
Shout out to
you would say that
today. And before that, man, we had that Don Relent, man. No chickens. Shout out Don Relent, man. I'm gonna get my beard to your level one day.
I'm coming. So I get mine, it gets growing. I'm not afraid of this gray no more.
Don Relent beard is like, you know what I'm saying?
At some point, it gets a little wild though.
Hey, I got hair, man.
Gotta get you some Beijing.
I got hair, man. I need some Beijing though, for real.
Shout out.
You know this. I gotta keep it all blacked out. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my boy Doug. When he grow his facial hair, look like mutton chops.
What the hell is mutton chops?
Weird sideburns in some of them white boys. The trailer park guy. Goddamn mutton chops, Doug.
And before that, man, we had that Don Relent, My Kingdom. That's a thumper.
Wow.
That's a thumper. Shout out Don Relent, man.
Salute to the bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And before that, we had that Corey. We had Corey Ether. Kicked it off with some Corey Ether, man. Shout out to Corey Ether, dog.
Don Relent joints?
No, we only had one.
You said Don Relent, My Kingdom. That's probably Don Walker.
Oh damn, my fault. Yeah, Don Walker. My
Don
fault.
Walker, there we go.
My bad. Don Walker. My fault. Shout out to Don Walker, man. Yeah, My Kingdom.
That's
then we had then before that we had Corey Ether, man.
Yeah, talented dude, man.
Yeah, very talented, man. Shout out to the playlist, dude. Heat on this motherfucker, boy.
Corey Ether, don't be disagreeing with me in public, man.
Cash go crazy. What's up there?
Disagreeing on my post.
Little Whitney in the building.
You said disagreeing on your post.
Disagree with me in public, man. I thought we was better than that, Corey.
Onyx, you so controversial.
You feel me? Somebody got to do it.
Thank you, Queen J. Shari. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate you.
The Ingram on the line.
Nicole the Ingram in the house. What up, Nicole?
What's up, Rudy?
Uh-oh. Then we got Queen J. Shari doing her best impression of Danny Jones.
Well, you got to tag him the right way.
Yeah.
So
You gotta come harder than that, Queen. You trying to outdo Danny Jones.
Names from you if you're gonna
50.
Easy.
Easy 50 from Danny Jones.
Right
Easy. Shout out to the chat, man. We got James Samuel in the building. What up there? James acting up in the house. What up, brother?
He said, put my new song up. Stop playing these. Whatever, man.
What?
Shoot us a comedy album.
Stop playing these hoes. What he said?
What the hell James talking about? Jay, what the hell you talking about? Answer your phone, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, boo. Which one?
she was definitely talking to the big dog.
Oh, yeah.
I know, right? Yeah. You're definitely talking to me.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get back into this. Let's go ahead and get back into this question, man.
So I wrote it down. I ain't forget this time.
So y'all see it. We was talking about should children, should we push children to grow up faster?
Faster?
Yeah. Should we push them to grow up faster? Like our idea of a childhood consists of 0 to mid-teens, maybe, where you have this ignorance is bliss space, and there's only certain things you should know that are age appropriate, quote unquote. But to me, everything is age appropriate. Because if you ain't supposed to mess with it, you should know that early. If it's something you should probably be tuning into, you should probably learn that early. Like handling money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, what to do with money when you get it. It's not something you should wait till you get old to have bills and decide you're going to learn how to pay them.
Exactly.
I think you should put your kids in places of responsibility. As long as as a parent, you're able to handle if it mess up, right? Like I was giving an example with money with my son. I was like, hey man, here's the money for the phone bill. You got to pay. You got to go pay this, a light bill.
Right.
If you mess up this money, we don't got no lights.
Exactly.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
So I agree with that. I don't think necessarily you say force them to grow up faster, but I think our parents held us to a higher level of responsibility. Our parents required a lot more of us than I feel like today's parents do. I feel like we have gotten a little lax in parenthood, and we sometimes we're so focused in providing the things that we didn't have.
Yep.
And not being so, I'm saying, I guess anal is what we call it, because we realize times have adjusted sometimes that we forget that we still got to hold them to that standard. Like you said, like even with money wise, why wait for them to get grown? And then, they up at some point, but then when they hit a hard time, they don't know how to adjust to the hard time because you've always been their safety net.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people are probably thinking that I'm suggesting kicking your kids out the house. That's not what I'm saying. When they're 18, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when they are 18 or 17, whenever they graduate high school, whatever age that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
They now have to deal with the world in a different way. And they should be prepared for that.
Yeah.
I can't tell people what to do with their kids, so that's not what I mean. You know what I mean? But it's a suggestion. I use the analogy, and people got on me about why you trying to make these kids a leader. I didn't understand that language at all. But I said the analogy I gave about why I see it this way is that when you are when somebody's going to have to be in leadership at some point, like in a job, you want to make them leaders before they take the job.
Well, they practice that in grammar school.
Yeah.
So you got to prepare these people so that when they take the job, they hit the ground running.
Who had a problem with the leadership question?
I'm gonna go to it real quick.
Because that's kind of stupid. Because even as kids, even in grammar, even in like kindergarten.
So for example,
you got a line captain.
So
you know what I'm saying? You got somebody who watches the class when the teacher steps out and says, "Hey, you're gonna take names."
Even what was the program they used to have after school social? Well, it was like you met at the school. They had the sergeant at arms, they had the president, the vice president, the
school council,
student council. You had the what do they call it? The person responsible for the money, like treasurer. It taught you just levels of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, I can remember being 7, 8 years old, and my dad taking us to the laundromat and teaching us how to wash clothes, teaching us how to cook, teaching us how to fend for ourselves. Not saying take away the total fun time and the kid time, but teaching us lessons that we were definitely going to be needed, as we grew up, what I'm saying? Even money situations, like my mom would trust me, like you said, you gave your son the money to go pay the bill. If this bill don't get paid, our lights go off. My mom would trust me to go pick up large sums of money from her credit union and make sure I would bring it back and disperse it and do what I needed to do. And that started at a young age to where it became second nature to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just think holding our children at a higher level of responsibility and realizing that don't wait till it get bad for them to have to fall on their face and figure it out, because you've already taught them how to adjust in life. So,
trust in the lessons.
And I wasn't given that.
No,
I wasn't given that at all. So it's just something about when my baby boy was born. That's my only biological child. I adopted the other two. So I was like, for some reason I started going over things in my head that I didn't know. I'm like, I'm about to be a parent, and I don't know these things. I cannot have them not knowing these things. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't able to give it to my stepdaughter as much because, me and their mom split and she took him back to San Diego. But my son, the oldest, I was able to get that to him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
But so you asked who said whatever. I ain't gonna say no names, but I made the post and somebody asked why. So I gave an analogy. I said the post was our kids should be made to be grown before 18 or 21. So I got asked why. My response was because it's best to make people leaders before it's time to lead. That way, the learning curve is less sharp.
Which is very simple.
This person went on to say, what does that have to do with age? I feel like they just misunderstood what I was saying. What does that have to do with age? Not everyone can be leaders. Some folks are better followers, and that doesn't make them any less important. I didn't say none of that.
That's somebody's emotion.
We're the only community that wants to put that type of pressure on our children when the other communities give their children better head starts.
Okay.
Which, going so on and so forth.
That person's an emotion.
Even if you take it out the analogy,
I don't have $1 billion for my kids right now. So the best some of us can do is prepare them for the world the best we know how. So some people got to deal with that pressure. I don't have it.
Shout out to the chat real quick. Nicole says, what up, Nicole Ingram? She says, yes, and please. I see it in HR. People come into my workplace, or people come to the workplace, and they are not equipped to even interview properly. I've stopped interviews to provide them with some guidance. I feel you. People get to a certain age and there's certain things that they don't even know, even the basis of even interviewing. But even apart from getting to an interview, just doing things for self. Managing yourself, managing your money, managing your lifestyle, managing your health.
And another guy on the post said, we have to stop pressuring these kids to be leaders. I don't look at that as pressure to prepare them to be
preparing
leaders.
them is not necessarily the pressure. I'm prepping you. It's the same way if you take it in the sports world. Love, I feel like is a better prepared quarterback than Justin Fields, simply because he got to sit under the tutelage of Aaron Rodgers. He got somebody to groom him for the past how many years? 4 years before they say, hey, we're going to hand the kingdom over to you. You get what I'm saying?
Same thing that happened with Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre was there.
For about 2-3 years. And once he turned it over to, he walked into, he was taught the proper way to handle situations.
He met the moment rather than the moment meeting him.
Exactly.
Now, some guys are ready for the fire.
Yeah. Now you take Justin Fields or what's the boy, Mitch Trubisky. They didn't have that, and I'm not making excuses for them. You know what I'm saying? But still dope athletes, but they didn't have that time to come in and sit under somebody's tutelage and then say, oh, put them into there. No, they just threw them out there and just, hey, let's hope for the best.
There's no replacement for tutelage and for mentorship.
Yeah.
And everybody needs a mentor always.
For preparation.
So the other gentleman was like, we need to stop pressuring our youth to be leaders. 1, everyone can't be a leader. 2, everyone isn't fit to lead. I feel like you're saying the same thing. But he said, if your kid is a natural leader, it will show and happen spontaneously. I was like, I told him, I informed him that I explained why I used the word leaders, but I said everybody can be a leader when it's their time. I'm not quite talking about the leader of the free world here. not being fit to lead can be fixed with guidance from a leader.
How about just leading yourself?
Yeah.
Well, everybody goes to the extremes. Like everybody can't be a leader. Yeah. Some people should be followers. Like now you making people, you dumbing people down now.
Kids,
everybody should come up through the same process.
You should teach your kid at all times. That's one of my favorite sayings when I drop my daughter off at school, or when we have our moments, or even she's at homecoming. Like my line to her always is be a leader, not a follower. Now, when she grew up in, like you say, be the president of the United States or lead a hospital, department, that's to be seen. But I should always instill the mindset of being a leader in her regardless. Iron sharpens iron. So why not start that with our kids? Why not iron sharpens iron? Why not test them and put them in situations to be the best that they can be? Still allow them to be a kid, because those, it's a part of being a kid is a part of the growing and the maturation process. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
Most successful business leaders, business owners that don't die early of a stroke, they surround themselves with leaders and follow their lead. They just the face of it, so they get the credit. You know what I'm saying?
And the most important part of being a leader,
the president don't even got the highest security clearance. Somebody else that got to do that, and he's following their lead. Pick a bunch of people smarter than him, and he goes with their recommendations.
Yeah.
Now, not that the president isn't a leader. I don't mean to say that,
but he's the voice. He's the Method Man of the Wu-Tang. And not to disrespect Method Man. Method Man was dope as hell, but he's the front man.
Yeah.
He's the one when we go into interviews, he's gonna do the most of the talking. He's the face, kind of like.
Well, that's really,
but there were clearly people on Wu-Tang that had harder bars, or Method wasn't the dopest spitter in the Wu-Tang now. I mean, you had some people in there that, come on now, Iron Man.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Ghostface is definitely
Ghostface is
Ghostface.
You had people spitting complex bars. You had Jizza and RZA spitting complex bars. They deep, a bit deeper in the 5%ers than the rest of the guys. But I
think Method was more as tough as he was with the flow. He had the most mainstream flow out of the Wu-Tang Clan. That's what I mean. Like
he was was mainstream.
I'm saying
he had success.
I'm saying he had the most mainstream flow out of that clique.
He had the more relatable.
If we had to pick somebody out of Wu-Tang Clan to say like he was going to have a crossover record or something like that, it would be Meth.
Meth did Tony Starks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Raekwon wasn't far behind.
Raekwon was definitely not far behind.
And I ain't talking about who's better. I'm talking about who could be considered commercial. Okay. Yeah, but
let's go ahead and take a quick break, man. Let's go ahead and get into this music. We got Candace Nicole featuring Diego the God. Looney.
Hey, auntie.
Be your own city,
That's not a miss.
Be your own city. Oh, where it go?
No, somebody take it. Oh my God.
He might have to get it out the download folder.
Oh, sons of bitches. It's okay. No, we got more Candace Nicole.
It didn't even show up, period. Like nothing moved.
That's what I'm saying. No.
Try one more time.
Yeah. All right, well, tell you what. Good thing we got more Candace Nicole loaded up in the chamber, because we got Candace Nicole featuring Mikey O and Rob. Mine. Let's go ahead and get it, baby.
Brother, man. Shout out Rob.
Shout out to Rob, man.
Rob Blow.
Yeah.
Get y'all aunties out, man. Let's go hit this carpet, man. Shop Talk 7. Let's go.
One time, yeah. 2 times, 3 times. Big girl, yeah, I love the way she grind me. Shot-town birds, where you find me. Spend time counting money, steady counting. I got a box dripping like a fountain. Watch this as I pull out the liquor. Eye contact with a nigga. She ready. I can tell by her eyes that she want me. Got me staring at her body, damn, I know me.
You like the way my body moves to the motion. Boy, be careful while you sipping from my potion. Yeah, I just got you turn the lights down. Pour me a drink, I'm talking right now. I see you see me through these neon lights. Some 5 shots and I'ma be here all night. I say you see me through these neon lights. Some 5 shots and I'ma be here all night. Just get loose, let your body move tonight. You're mine. I'ma make it slip your mind. You like the way I whine tonight. Oh mine. Tonight, oh mine.
I
got some options I'm picking, I'm sticking, who want the pipe? Now that you mention I'm drinking, I'm thinking it's on the night. I bought some bottles of really it's plenty, who need the ice? I got Versace and Fendi, I'm rocking, which one you like? Move your body like a snake, or better yet, throw that little pussy in my face. In love with your body, it's busting like slugs from the shotty. I ain't rushing, I ain't quick to even tell nobody.
You like the way my body moves to the motion. Boy, be careful how you sipping from my portion. Yeah, I just got you turn the lights down. Want me a drink, I'm talking right now. I see you see me through these neon lights. I'm 5 shots and I'ma be here all night. I see you see me through these neon lights. I'm 5 shots in, I'ma be here all night. Just get loose, let your body move tonight. You're mine. I'ma make it slip your mind. You like the way I whine tonight. You're mine. Tonight you're mine. Just get loose, let your body move tonight. You're mine. I'ma make it slip your mind. You like the way I whine tonight. You're mine. Tonight you're mine.
It's a walk through the park for my dogs when they fetch. Send your dogs to the vets when my dogs get a catch. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. Put the pause on your paw, he gon' pause in his steps. That's the cause and effect when you've lost all respect. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. Only the realest make them all pause when they speak. I was just chilling here and they was all for the beat. If an arm is in reach and my dogs get a piece, then you did something for me to let them off for the leash. I was off for at peace with the laws that they teach. Oh, you mad? Let me ask, what's your cause for your tweet ass? And all this pretty dog, I put them all to your cheek with your teeth. Now you got a gnaw through your feet. Catch you slipping, you'll be sipping through a straw for some weeks, for some plants. The only means that you are what you eat. At last, you came across a dog that's an eat. A blast. Yeah, that's a charge in the streets. It's a walk through the park for my dogs when they fetch. Send your dogs to the vet when my dogs get a catch. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. Put the pause on your paw, he gon' pause in his steps. That's the cause and effect when you've lost all respect. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. When it come to disrespect, it's a bet. Meaning it's a debt that somebody gon' collect. I'm well known to keep my promises, so ain't no need to threaten. It's a fish, play foul, hear a whistle, see a text. I can get you played out before they even see the check. The job done and got come. You'll be leaving in the jet. You'll be licking from the flesh when they leaving you no breath. That's the cause and effect. If you tweaking, it's your death. At last. That's exactly how I'm feeling when I finally catch them chilling and I get the chance to steal them. At last. I ain't even trying to kill them. I'm just trying to show them that a good guy could be a villain. It's a walk through the park for my dogs when they fetch. Send your dogs to the vet when my dogs get a catch. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. Put the pause on your paw, he gon' pause in his steps. That's the cause and effect when you've lost all respect. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet. At last, and catching, swinging is a bet.
Showtime. Yeah. It's showtime. Yeah. About to show him. Yeah. I'm about to show him. Sunshine to make you blaze. They ain't ready. I'ma show him what I be about. I'ma show him I can move a crowd. I'ma show him what I be on. I'ma show him who really wear the crown. Yeah, they sleeping on me now. Sooner or later they gon' have to bow.
real queen, real G, real individual, set it 10 down. I'ma show 'em what I be about. I'ma show 'em I can move a crowd. I'ma show 'em what I be on. I'ma show 'em who really wear the crown. Yeah, they sleeping on me now. Sooner or later, they gon' bow to a real one, real queen, real G, real individual, standing 10 down. You can press the snooze button, sleep it grown. I'm a royal tiger every time, prove the point. Humble beast, but I got a lot of pride in me. My stomach ground lolly, so I'm hungry trying to get my meat. Ain't no stopping me, my blood pumping high speed. Drifting in Shoptalk, beating like it's emergency. They can't walk a mile in my shoes, they don't know what I've been through. They don't know my testimony, my story, which I had to do. Stay humble all the time, patiently waiting to shine. Giving all the glory to God who stood on my side. While I grind the hustle, had to dig it out the mud. Went out as a bottle, feeling like I was stuck. Playing chess, calculated each move I had to make. God let me direct each step I take. Gates are all in my blood, yeah, I'm moving fucking silence. And I grew the fella with lots of guidance. Born soldier, born leader, yeah, born to be. Wow, I'm my God, and my daddy, and my mama's child. And I walk it how I talk it, and I move how I move. Like a hurricane blazing when I'm coming through. On a whole nother level, so they don't feel me though. I'ma touch their heart with my music though. God is my only judge and the only one I fear. And everyone else to me is just weird. Third eye open so I can see better. I always woke, cause I'm a go-getter. About my cheddar, life's getting greater, ending up the ladder. And I'm applying pressure, doing everything that matters. Realish every time, no capping, never lacking, never slacking, all real in my rapping, popping, cracking, yeah, cracking. And I be snapping, going down a legend, yeah. You know I'm macking, and when I get through, yeah, I'm coming like an earthquake. Rest in peace, rock, I'm shaking up the room. Standing on what I believe in, that's on God first. Then my loved ones, one in we, that's on my birth. I don't know what they thought about me, but I don't really care. Honestly, I'ma show 'em what I be about. Show 'em I can move a crowd. Show 'em how to be on. Show 'em who really wear the crown. I'ma show 'em. Yeah, they sleeping on me now. I'ma show 'em. Sooner or later, I'll have to bow to a real one, real queen, real G, real individual. Still standing 10 down. I'ma show 'em what I be on. I'ma show 'em what I be on. I'ma show 'em what I be on. I'ma show 'em what I've been done. Been down slow, I ain't going back. Stay trying to grow, that's the whole fucking fact. No time for the drama, yeah, I'm too tired. And I don't know my purpose, and I'm here to inspire. I'm showing, it's showtime. I'm killing the game, I'm going in.
Drop it real low, now we just cruising and wait. Never get confused, she my ways. I love it when you style up. Good weed and B, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine.
Two-step, you blessed. Still be moving whenever you do bless. She bust it open just like it's a new chest. She got me hoping to go to a duplex. I'm just playing, bless you with it. Cause you a gift no matter how you present it. To never miss no matter how they defend it. Look like a crime that's been highly committed. Nighttime skylines in my ties. Sight lines in my eyes on her thighs. Her vibes coincide with my fly. No lie, connection feel like it's Wi-Fi. She 5'5" and climbing it like a high rise. She wine and killing it like it's 9 lives. I was fine until you came into my life. Can't rewind, I need you right here by my side.
Drop it real low, now we just cruising and wait. Never get confused, she my ways. I love it when you style up. Good weed and B, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. Shawty so cold, drop it real low, baby, now we just cruising and wait. Never get confused, she my ways. I love it when you style up. Good weed and B, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. We can vibrate, back to my place. Trying to get you to stand by the skyscraper. I'm trying to get it in, baby, why wait? Even when you do that dance like a dasher. I like the way you whine, baby. I like the way you smile, baby. You like it from behind, baby. You like it, then you whine, baby. Now we in a ride. Now we just cruise on. When I get inside, now she just ooze on. We not even high, we slow booze on. She knows she see that guy, no confusion. Stand on the show, this might take a while. Lying on the floor, can't take it now. Up on the show, let me take a bow. Break it down, that you make it stay so close. Drop it real low, baby, when you now we just cruising. Never get confused, she might be like, I love it when you style up. Good weed and deep, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. Vibration, baby. Body so close. Drop it real low, baby, when you now we just cruising. Never get confused, she might be like, I love it when you style up. Good weed and deep, bring it down on mine. I must proceed, baby, not on mine. Vibration, baby.
Shop Talk 7, baby. We up top, but we get down. It's your boy, Get This D. D Smith in the house.
You know that? Tell him, radio teacher, tell us, man, that is dead air.
A little bit, yeah. That's a little bit.
That's about 4 seconds. Niggas get fined for that on FM radio.
A little bit dead there.
Am I right or wrong?
He had a smooth transition.
Thank you.
That was 4 seconds of dead air. Y'all done killed us in school for that.
We definitely would have. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? He hit you with the.
I'm gonna need a
fade.
I'm gonna need a sound effect.
Thank you.
It was the fade.
Thank you.
Next time you do that, hit him with the.
Oh hell no!
That won't work. That simply won't work.
I'm gonna retool the sound bar and put a bomb and a horn sound.
Yeah.
And a boom.
Yeah.
Boy, get this deep.
DJ drama.
Oh no, D Smith in the house.
Oh, I got Radio Jesus.
Get drunk, your ass.
Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the playlist, dog.
Hey, go to comments, man.
And last joint,
kick drum.
and last joint, man, YMDZ. I mean, not YMDZ. Duh, featuring YMDZ, man. Shout out the right way, man.
Yeah.
Vibrations. That's a Steppers cut right there, man. Dig that joint. Dig that joint right there. And before that, man, we had Sunshine Jamaican Blazing Chocolate. Show me.
Right, boys. I did.
Hey, while I was saying it, I'm like, oh, don't mess it up. Okay, I got all the names. Cool. Got all 4 of them.
SJBC.
Thank you. Nice and simple. Shout out to SJBC. Shout out to Jamaican Sunshine, man. Or Sunshine Jamaican Blazing Chocolate.
Say that 10 times fast.
I'm not going to say it 10 times. Shout out to you, sweetheart, man. We had a great time with them on the show the other night, man. Her, Queen Ari came through. Before that, we had Dino, man, tweaking. Tweaking. It's a bet.
Man. It lasts.
Okay, here we go.
Man, Fast Shot's going out to Dino. That joint we was listening to earlier.
Hey, what was that? That was a feature on him and just put it out.
How can I expect you to show me something you never felt?
Killed that verse.
That's the line.
Killed that verse, man.
We got something coming. We might have something coming soon with Dino and his features.
Yeah,
we might make a thing out of that.
Okay.
That's what's up. And before that, man, we had Candace Nicole, Mikey O, and Rob, man. Mine. That's that reggae joint, man. I dig it. I digs it, man. Shout out to the playlist, man. And every artist own it.
Now, we didn't forget that. What was we talking about? How hurt we are.
Oh, yeah.
This trio of divorces that we're hearing about.
Celebrity divorces. Man, what's going on? I thought Papoose and Remy had a story.
I'm depressed, man.
That hurt.
I feel like you used to be able to say
it do.
It used to be. It is said that the divorce rate is much lower amongst people who make over $200,000.
That's not true.
Although no, it's true. It's lower than people who make less.
Because there's probably more people who make less.
No, it's percentage wise.
Okay.
They go off percentage wise. When you start getting in up that high, you start understanding different things about money.
Mm-hmm.
And divorce ain't always part of the game. You might as well just get you a side chick. or a side piece.
Man.
If you millionaires and you ain't got no prenup, especially, let's get you a side piece, man.
And let her have one too.
Man.
Let her have one too. You know, y'all can live. Y'all be separated or something. But so.
And make sure y'all side pieces are in a relationship.
But I wonder. I haven't looked up those stats in a while. I wonder if it's swinging. I wonder if Jeezy and the rest of those cats, if that's a sign of a shift in that idea.
I think
people who making over 200 grand staying married longer percentage wise.
Yeah, you don't see it happen too often. Like, I mean, even as kids,
Bill
I
and
felt
Melinda
like
Gates,
we saw.
I didn't see that coming.
We saw, you know, especially with celebrities, you know what I'm saying? They be married for a certain amount of time, then eventually they disperse, you know what I'm saying? Ben Affleck and who was the chick? J-Lo.
They get married.
They got back together.
No, they back together?
Last I heard, I thought they got back together.
But eventually they broke up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Originally,
saying?
they were together.
You know,
they broke up. Yep.
Tom Cruise and the chick he was with, whether it's
Halle
black
Berry,
or white, like Halle Berry, like, well, she been married.
J-Lo Ben, J-Lo Puff,
There's
J-Lo.
something wrong with Halle Berry's coochie because I don't know. She too fine.
You think so?
Yeah.
She crazy.
She too fine to not be
crazy, but it's her fault.
Yeah.
I bet you.
I bet voodoo in that coochie.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, if you swallow semen and you broke up and you and your boyfriend ain't together no more, it's your fault. Ain't too many niggas stepping up from that.
No.
Just like, but then how fine Halle Berry is equivalent to a chick sucking it all out.
It's got to be something wrong.
Okay, she.
It's got to be wrong. That's like
fault.
Lori Harvey. Like, you too fine. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong?
And see, the thing is, we look at fine women as if they are different from average women. The truth is, they're not. They're just in a different position.
I just know that cats ain't rushing to get rid of fine women. That's what I know about people like fine. I ain't talking about because you all right. There's layers, right? You think your girl attractive because you're attracted to her, right? Mm-hmm. I get that, right?
Yeah, but
there is a difference between you attracted to your girl and somebody being fine.
Yeah,
there's levels to it.
Right.
There is your girl cute, and then there's Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
These are two different things.
Yeah, two different things. It's like
it's J-Lo. J-Lo is a different thing.
It's a different thing.
They take care of their bodies differently. I ain't talking about working out. I'm talking about like the maintenance of it. You feel what I'm saying?
No, it's real different. Deal. You know, it's different levels of fine. Just like I'm sure with women, when it comes to us, it's different levels of handsome or cute or whatever y'all consider.
It's your chick got a big booty.
You know?
Then there's what's her name? Melissa Ford in the 90s. Okay.
Here's one thing I'm gonna tell you. That's damn sure true. There's somebody who can't stand her dirty draws.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So no matter how fine she is, there's somebody who looks at her for the regular human being that she actually is, and that fineness don't have no effect.
I mean, that's just even with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
even with us, you know what I'm saying about. It's that one. You know, whether you single or not, but it's that one. It's like, you know.
And I think we put so much emphasis on celebrity relationships because they are picture perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're sold as picture perfect, like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
And we find out one day that they divorce.
It's gonna be like,
it's gonna be a lot of people.
Because we, in our mind, we expect them to die together.
On paper,
like on this is it.
On paper, they match.
Same thing with Nelly and Ashanti. Even though they had their moment where they dispersed, we like realistically. Besides me, I can't see Ashanti with nobody else.
But who was really rooting for like Nelly and Ashanti?
I
mean, you know, people they had
and I love that they're together now.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're together, but I wouldn't be surprised if they decided tomorrow that we're splitting. Now, Iman and definitely. What's her face?
Tiana
That definitely that hurt me. Yeah, that hurt.
Even through the whole we're best friends and we still co-parenting well. It's like, damn, where did the love go? Like, and I think that's one of my biggest fears, bro. I'm not even gonna front. Like, you know what I'm talking about? No, we know that they're human and we know stuff happens and people break up every day. But like, just knowing that one day somebody can wake up and not love you no more. When somebody can wake up one day and not feel that feeling no more, that's scary.
That's scary. That's normal.
When they can turn on the freezer.
No, that's not normal to me.
It's normal for somebody to for somebody's emotions to flip.
Look,
if anybody been together.
I get it during your relationship. You're not gonna always like each other. Sometimes you're gonna hate each other. I get that. But when it gets to the point to where it's like it's not manageable anymore, if that makes sense. To the point it's like, you know what? I can't do this no more. I don't want to be with you no more.
Yeah.
Like I expect you like some days not to like me because I'm a lot.
When I want you out of my life.
Just like with women, I'm sure some women out here, like women that I've even dealt with. Listen, some days I don't like your ass, but guess what? I still want you in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? It's when you get to that point, so it's like I don't like you, and I no longer want you in my life.
Yeah. I don't even want you to orbit.
Maybe y'all experiences were different growing up,
mm-hmm.
and I'm when I say growing up, I'm really talking about from the time you was cognizant enough to notice these things
mm-hmm.
to now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I came up. Maybe my era is different somehow. Two things can be true, right? But I came up in an era where people exercise their options heavily.
I mean, I saw it, but I did.
So to me, it has become normal. It has been normalized.
So I guess,
like, especially since the internet era, Black Planet changed the game because you can reach people across the pond now.
Mm-hmm.
You got options. So people going off the internet and a party line.
I mean, that's now though, because coming up in my era, I saw, not that I didn't see people divorce. I get that. You know, we ain't too far off, but coming up in my era though, or at least the circle of people I was around, my aunties and uncles have been high school sweethearts, even on and off. We know together. Mm-hmm. We know that they're together. That's what they even my parents, my dad, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? They were together like 40-something years before what 6 years ago deciding to separate,
mm-hmm.
which was that was heavy for me. Like, y'all wait till y'all, like, he's in his 70s, she's in her late 50s, and now y'all separate. That was weird to me. So you got to understand, like, not saying I don't see it, but those few examples of hope that I had growing up around me, that's what I saw. So it's like when I do decide to move into that realm of marriage or really loving somebody, I want that to last.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not seeing a whole lot of examples of it last. You seeing 5-10 years, and then guess what? We on to something else.
I seen my great grandma and her husband, Mr. Earl. That wasn't my biological granddad, but he was there since I was born. I seen them, and I seen my uncle Andre and his wife. I didn't see them on a regular. They just, Andre and Rose used to just pick me up and take me to Memphis with them to see our family out there. So I didn't see it at all. My dad had a different woman every so often, and my mother never married. And I'm around high-paced environments when it comes to dating. It's high. It's like, let's say low speed, high drag, whatever it is. High speed, low drag. I grew up around softball in Washington Park, where everybody was thought pockets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I say.
So like I said, two things can be true. My experience has been then in the military, divorce rates are high in the military.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you off of your environment, it's like I'm used to seeing people not last.
And in my environment, the norm is we're not staying together.
Yeah.
And even then, I wouldn't look at my home and say that's the norm, because I've been out of my home since I was 17.
True.
You feel me?
And then I guess it was toxic. I guess in some realms, I am witnessing a lot of toxicity because, like I say, no matter what, whether it was my parents or my aunties or even friends that I knew, even when they went through some real, and I'm talking about some rough patches, you know, whether it was police involved, whether it was, you know, divorce, and then you always seen them come back together no matter what. You get what I'm saying? So that's the thing I saw, like, even through the roughest patches, they found their way back.
I think the fact that we're unmarried at 40 plus shows something. I think you and I are a more intense example than him, because he probably got the most long-term situation out of the group, right? Like over 20 years.
Damn near 30 years.
Yeah, you feel me? Since you was a kid.
Okay.
Right. So me, I don't know your life, but I don't think you had that.
He's somebody as far as my parents being married?
No, you and your person. I had a 20-year situation.
Oh no, I've never had. I had a.
My longest was 7 years.
My longest was 12 years on and off.
Right, on and off.
Right? Yeah, on and off.
And I had 7 years consecutively. That was my. I had a 7-year, a 5-year, and a 2-year. Those are my long ones.
So combining what y'all saying, one of the reasons we feel like we put so much into these celebrity relationships is because we deep inside really are rooting for those relationships to succeed. Yeah. Even the ones that are around us. Like,
we need an example.
We need an example. So like you saying, you grew up, like I grew up the same way, where I had a lot of aunties and uncles who had relationships.
Yeah, you
and
know.
even the ones that weren't like married, because there were some that were actually married, but then there were some that wasn't married, but we knew they were together.
Mm-hmm.
And even though they wasn't together, we knew they were together.
It was you knew.
If
you knew, you knew.
They was around the family, so it was clear. It was obvious. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I ain't gonna say was fooled by. I ain't gonna say that. One thing I never ever thought. I had an understanding since I was a kid that most married couples that stay together, it wasn't just love that got them through.
Mm-hmm.
It was their commitment to stay. With the exception of my uncle and auntie, they was road dogs. They Andre and Rose, rest in peace, Rose. They was road dogs. I loved them.
Yeah.
They was road dogs. They did every single thing together. But aside from that, looking at my father, looking at my mother, looking at my granny.
Yeah.
My granny didn't have a lot of men around us, but she had about 3. And she was the last one till he passed. That's what we revere as our grandfather, GOAT. But that wasn't around my aunties. Also, many women got 5 and 4 or 5 baby daddies. You feel me? Women I love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Queen Jen Shari was saying that grandmas are 35 nowadays.
True that.
No, man, they've been 35. Man, listen, I guarantee you, maybe y'all experience different once again.
You know what? They've been 35
But my granny was 34
Yeah.
when I was born. I'm the oldest grandchild.
Yeah. So my grandma probably was definitely a grandma about 35 because she had 17, 18 kids.
People been having babies.
Damn.
Yeah.
People been having babies.
My grandma had kids.
People been having babies as teenagers since the beginning of time.
Right.
It's the optimal age biologically, 17, 18, 19.
True.
But biologically, it's a prime age.
True.
You could bounce back better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, there's been young grandmothers since the beginning of time.
I think another thing we witnessed, another thing I witnessed personally, a little bit further back when we were coming up, most of my uncles, if their wife passed out, they were with them till they passed. You get what I'm saying? Like even with my grandma and my granddad's situation. My granddad, they were together for years, 30, 40 years, whatever the case may be, 50 years. When my granddad passed, she never remarried. And then eventually, maybe 10 years later, she passed on. You get what I'm saying? And I noticed that amongst a lot of older couples, they either eat with each other till they pass, or not too far along down the line, after one passes, the other one passes along.
Now, do you excuse me, because I'm not poking at your grandparents in particular.
No.
But do you see that as a flex that when a grandmother never remarries?
No, I don't see it as a flex, but I see that's just where, even when I would talk to her, she would just say, well, that's where her heart was. She never felt for another man. After him, she never felt for another man.
Was she when he passed?
She probably was about a good, 60, 60 something,
That makes sense at 60.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Don't want to bother with getting that. A lot of people don't want to bother with that again.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it nowadays.
And I'm not saying that she probably didn't have a special friend here and there, but she never we never knew of it. And
Mr. Vernon.
Mr. Vernon.
Yeah. Just my friend, we go for walks.
You know what I'm saying? It's different at that age anyway.
They probably going to the hotel.
They go to the casino together.
They got them discounted rooms. So
my granny had Mr. Lou.
Mr. Lou.
I walked in on him one day, broke my heart.
Oh, you walk.
What are you doing to my grandmother?
I am breaking your grandmother's back.
We supposed to be playing cards right now.
And on that note,
Mr. Lucy, go in my pocket and get them $5.
Right,
on the note of
right to the stove.
On the note of Monty's being scarred for life, let's go ahead and take a music break real quick. We got Fam Taro coming up, man. Let's go ahead and get it toe to toe in Shop Talk 7. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm finna talk my shit real quick. Y'all already know how I'm coming with this shit, man. Hey. I ain't looking back, just how they want me to come. I don't play when it comes to this shit, bro. This shit too fucking easy. Look. This shit too fucking easy. Mismatching words like my name was Weezy.
I could teach you boys some shit you probably don't believe. Then again, who gives a fuck? Little bitch, I'm cocky now, my money up. Just went and bought another truck. Behind this 10, I keep my glizzy tucked. I get the low on any op, the windows dropping, I'm gon' fuck them up. And I only gotta pull the trigger once. This bitch go. Hollows then ate them up. Street sweepers came and scraped them up. I feel like Moses, everybody sleep on me, but I'm gon' wake them up. I drop this tape, it's gon' earthquake them up. Fuck a shake, I'm not a smoothie, don't compare me, you can't mix me up. With all these pussy niggas acting tough. I'm screaming YOLO, I be dolo every day, and this is not a bluff. For all these pussy niggas clicking up, you don't feel safe, you need more guns, you go back guns, but still it's not enough. Hey. That's tough. Hey. And I ain't looking back, this how they want me to come. Look, I'm doing my own dance. Watch how I rap this bitch with no hands. If he in secret competition, that ain't your mans. We locked in. Fuck with the family, you get boxed in. Can't dance out these streets and up the seats. But my ops can't. Got 17 little pawns protecting me. And it's Glock T, and I'm confident ain't no one stopping me. I am not playing, don't got friends, so I don't gotta watch the door. Remember days when I couldn't get no pussy, dick was in the flow. I grew up right there by them buildings, elevated to the store. If you don't see him hanging around me, I don't fuck with him no more. You catch me lacking, better blow. Don't waste your time, just up the scope. Last nigga shot at me, he in the flow, but I can't take the credit. Wish I knew the nigga who did it, so I could pay him off to him. I told my hat, he still don't finish, but that don't mean I'm finished. A lot of niggas about to die, a lot of niggas gotta go. For all the tears I had to cry, they got my back against the wall. Niggas, either you or I, and I can't die. I'd rather make the news before I fucking fly. I don't drink Red Bull, but I'm coming strong, cause I'm a damn fool. Don't be no damn fool. Hey. Like I said, I ain't looking back, it's how they want me to come. Hey. Before I let you take my life, I'm taking yours, and that's for sure. I be dolo, but I swear I be on go before I go. I got a 6 cents. Remember days I didn't have 6 cents. I had to buckle down and hit the town. I went on 6 licks. I had a dream that I met Dr. King and I fucked his bitch. I'm cruising around the city, off a lean, get my dick licked by a thick bitch. I don't be bothered by you niggas. I can eat you boys for breakfast, lunch, and say my bitch for dinner. I'm hot as fuck. They say he crazy, rocking tank tops in the winter. I switched it up. I'm in a cool bad day. At night, I'm in a sprinter. I was born a winner. I was born a sinner. I ain't no pretender. But if you hear that sound go off, it's time to serve the devil dinner. I'm collecting souls, so I got something to trade the day I go. Just in case the Lord don't let me in, then I know where to go. It's sad to say that we all got a day, but my shit ain't today. I'm with the Lord today. Tomorrow I might just go the other way. They trying to lock me up for 23. That's what my lawyer say. If I can't beat the case, then I might have to find another way. I probably skate, but I can't run from faith. That's why I keep the Drake. I'm gonna make the place they catch me at my final resting place. Wish I could take it back to all the times when we was on Murder Street, when we had nothing to eat. That's when I started eating every beat. You can't name a rapper in my city that can fuck with me. Bar for bar, going toe to toe. Who gon' keep up with me, niggas? Going toe to toe. Hey.
You got a problem, come solve it. You say you're a goon, but what's a goon to a fucking goblin? None of you be scaring me. I got 2 bosses, they sharing me. One for the bread and one do whatever I say. Perfect pair to me. I bend it over and I tell him make that shake. Put his face all in it, he don't manage that fake. Finally soft. Took long enough. You ain't crazy, y'all playing tough. Trying to cover my spot, but ain't done enough. Nah, he call me Key, but I be Kiwi when I'm on the. I tell him speak up while he in it, he be talking. A unicorn, I'm so pretty and I'm rare and I'm bad at 1 in a billion, never care. So I tell my main when he better do it good. Cause when my other get it, man, he me good. So he go crazy as he motherfucking should. Got me bust everywhere. Assignment understood. And I ain't writing no motherfucking hook. So if y'all wanna hook on this song, y'all gonna have to write it yourselves. Let's go. Stop trying me, cause could be eyeing me. I'll never give him the pussy, but I'll take his money, so he think he buying me. I like rings and things. He know what I want, cause I'm asking. Tried to get the pussy right after icing me out, and I tell him I'm fasting. I treat these like they bitches, I be doing them dirty. I'm the queen, no peasant. These
so unworthy. Too, yeah, I said it, I don't care. Walk past a bitch I used to know and swing my hair. I shake my when I'm outside and I be screaming, ayy. My favorite nigga at the crib been waiting all day. Same one I told to me good at first, been killing lately. But I'm still outside, don't run shit, is you f***ing crazy? I like expensive shit, cause I don't have to buy it. I make these cash me out, the mama, you should try it. What you bitches say, I know I'm what you bitches need. I be killing, yes indeed. Pop my shit and then I leave. Kiwi.
Lost on the road, but I still got a plan. To find my way out the wilderness to the promised land. Eating forbidden fruit, smoking on these sacred trees. Trip my soul in this music, they can't take it from me. Lost on this road, but I still got a plan. To find my way out the wilderness to the promised land. Eating forbidden fruit, smoking on these sacred trees. Trip my soul in this music, they can't take it from me. Got caught in the jam. My seats was peanut butter, sliding through the tray when the cops pulled us over. We've been smoking weed and been drinking too, thinking I almost made it home. Now what should I do? I could just hit the gas and do the dash. Money coming fast, but jail come in a flash. I ain't had no bond money put up in the stash, but luckily the pigs gave me a warning and let it pass. I learned a lesson that day, keep your shit together. Stay on your ass in that blind spot, fuck a rearview mirror. Stepping on the work like we breaking down boxes. Spend so much time getting wasted, I guess that's why I'm toxic. Started in the trenches, now I'm the trending topic. Starship pilot getting lifted in the cockpit. God, body, soul, so giving up, not an option. God, body, soul, so giving up, not an option. Lost on the road, but I still got a plan. To find my way out the wilderness to the promised land. Eating forbidden fruit, smoking on these sacred trees. Trip my soul in this music, they can't take it from me. Lost on this road, but I still got a plan. To find my way out the wilderness to the promised land. Eating forbidden fruit, smoking on these sacred trees. Trip my soul in this music, they can't take it from me.
Whoever don't fuck with the low and y'all niggas could eat a dick. Fold them like a candy store. Boy, your block is sweet as shit. Stole fire from the God. The pennies bars, I am Prometheus. Since niggas think I'm Gentile, let me hit you with this heathen clip. Either shell burning hell since niggas don't believe in it. I do one and you dirty, get out clean and we don't speak on it. Since death is just an entropy and y'all steady repeating it, beating it. Small souls down for the taking, feeling vehement. The ones that broke the toilet bowl to let you know that we the shit. George Bush the button when it come down to the leadership. Violate your nation, cut your station, you can beat a fist. Operation leave a bit, then document the heat of shit. Was hanging in the balance, but y'all dug yourselves a deeper pit. Clear as black as white, y'all know my meat, cause I'm a zebra dick. Scratching to survive just like a junkie, here come me the fist. The precipice that left you precipice, now ain't that G as shit, bitch, we the shit.
Lost on the road, but I still got a plan. To find my way out the wilderness to the promised land. Eating forbidden fruit, smoking on these sacred trees. Trip my soul in this music, they can't take it from me. Lost on this road, but I still got a plan. To find my way out the wilderness to the promised land. Eating forbidden fruit, smoking on these sacred trees. Trip my soul in this music, they can't take it from me.
Same eyes for an insane mind. Trying to get the world to see me. Beats help me translate. I came from hell, I brought my demons. Low key, they give me every reason. And the Lord just give me strength. I was lost but found my way. Ay. The ink spilled from my pen. In due time got replaced with thumbs. Still both fuel with my blood. So either way. My voice carry the pain on my waves like rescue rafts or a boat. I dive deep in my soul. Pressure don't make me implode. One day I pray I explode and bring my dogs on the road. Trying to get diamonds for shit I lived through cause the timing was gold. Then I've been chosen, just had to wake up and realize and put a plan in motion. Promise stay true to roots from this young man floating. Drop the L out of gloating, that's all I've been doing. From the city with niggas trying to nail ops and all the bitches screwing. We ain't got tools for improvement. We come with weight and then move it. See me with gang, it's a movement. My heart a compass, I use it because I'm
lost on the road, but I still got a plan. To find my way out the wilderness to the promised land. Eating forbidden fruit, smoking on these sacred trees. Trip my soul in this music, they can't take it from me. Lost on this road, but I still got a plan. To find my way out the wilderness to the promised land. Eating forbidden fruit, smoking on these sacred trees. Trip my soul in this music, they can't take it from me.
What's good, everybody? Shop Talk 7, man. We up top, but we get down. It's your boy, Get This Deep. D Smith in the house.
It's your boy, Media Modest Podcast Radio. Jesus in the building.
Shop Blizzy, the crown holder. Shop Blizz.
Yeah.
The Blizz effect.
Got the boss man in the house, man. We sit up here chopping it up, man, talking about relationships. Real quick, shout out to the chat, man. Landscape and Luch in the building. What up, Luch?
Yeah.
Cypher Sick in the house. What's going on, Cypher Sick, man?
Money.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and run through that play. What up? LSC in the building. What's going on, Shop Cuz? Yeah. Real quick, shout out to that playlist, man. That last joint was Cypher Sick featuring Henny on the Rocks and Xavier 2 times, man. God, Body, Soul. That's a dope joint. Everything on our playlist is dope. So if I say that after every song, that's because I really, really mean it. It's the truth. It's absolute truth. Then we had Kiwi talking my Shout out to Kiwi, man. Kiwi's dope.
Yeah.
Kiwi's dope.
The more I watch her, the more I realize how dope she actually is.
Kiwi's dope.
I appreciate her growth.
Yes.
As an artist and watch and as a fan of other artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of growth.
Yeah.
So just knowing that she ain't where she was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
People see the ratchet shit from Kiwi. But Kiwi started off really rapping. She started off really rapping.
I feel like she's a better rapper now.
Yeah, she is.
Hey, she started off really rapping, and she when she does her sets, she show you that, and then she get to the bops. You know what I'm saying?
And before that, we had Tayro, man. Shout out to the boy Tayro, man. Toe to toe, ate that whole track up.
Yeah,
4 minutes of straight fire, straight chewing, just killing it.
He's tough.
Tayro tough to compete with.
Shout out to Tayro, man. Shout out to Tayro, dude.
She's tough.
Y'all better get y'all shit together.
I want to see Tayro do a versus.
Hey, remember when Jay-Z walked in the studio with the rest of the Rockefeller clique, Memphis Bleak, BDC, going all that? He said, "Yo, put out as much content as you can. Do as many shows because there's this dude named 50 Cent coming up.
Yeah, and he kill it.
And he's killing. And he's gonna take the game. Tayro.
Yep.
Y'all hey man, get your content out, man. Drop your EPs, drop your albums, drop your singles. You know what I'm talking about? That boy Tayro, he different.
Yeah. Tayro different, man. Shout out to Tayro, man. Before that, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yo, good. Because listen, let's not run from what we was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
The truth is, as a man, especially around this industry, if you're not able to stay a flex,
you need some kind of flex.
You're at a deficit.
You say you need some kind of flex.
You to be a flex. Mm-hmm. Like if being with you ain't a flex, you're at a deficit. If you're working and doing that around this industry.
True.
Like it just kind of is what it is. It may be shallow. It may be what's another word? I don't know the other word, but it is what it is. And as a man, period. Like I heard a man say, a man will stay with a woman at least longer if she is a flex to be with. If when she walks in a room, it makes him look good.
True.
If she makes him look better from her being with him, it's more likely to work out longer. Why would you leave somebody who make you look better? Like it's a. I mean, that don't mean you won't have a side chick. I ain't talking about that because people are going to screw somebody else. That's just kind of par for the course from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
But when she is somebody who makes you look good in the streets,
on all levels, like as a woman, as a business, as her look, you know, the look, the business, and just as an overall woman who comes off untouchable to the rest of the world.
That's the real
like
proverb.
That's a big
part
flex.
of it. That's the other part.
When I can walk in the room with a woman and she fine, people know that she does phenomenal business, and they can shoot they shot all day long, but she's kind of like untouchable, at least to the public eye. That's a huge flex.
I think that's what all the flex is, honestly. You ask me. Because you can walk in the room with a bad bitch, that ain't nothing.
Yeah.
They come a dime a dozen. That's nothing. But which one gonna stay with you?
Leave, every dude and got a number, social media, and she real friendly. Yeah. That ain't the biggest flex.
Yeah, exactly.
But super flex is me walking in the room, she bad, she compliments me. We kind of like, you know what I'm talking about? You know how you can walk in the room and the energy just shift when you with that special one? Oh yeah, that's a big flex. And then when she's untouchable at the end of the day.
That's the real Proverbs 31 woman. Yeah. It's the chick who's make you look good. She'll help you become or stay a flex. You know what I'm saying? She'll keep your house in order, but you taking care of her too. Don't have a chick to make you a flex and you treating her bad now.
Oh no, you got it.
Those skeletons gonna come out that closet.
Or don't think it's a flex because she fine and she treating you like shit.
And I guess you make sense. Like, you know, a woman wants to be with a dude that's a flex. Like I think, especially in this industry,
so
like a woman can date a regular cat. And not saying you can't be in this industry and date a regular dude, but if you in the industry and you kind of like dating somebody that's of the industry, I guess they want somebody of substance, somebody that say, "Oh, I'm with this person," and that person is known for whatever they do or whatever.
If you trying to get somewhere, it almost don't make sense to be with nobody who can't help you get there.
Yeah,
it almost don't make sense. I ain't saying 100%. Because some people you either got to have people for that.
Stunner Nitty
in the building was good in the chat. I got to stop saying the building. But either you got to have somebody to help you with that already, and you just like the idea of your woman being at the crib when you get there. Either that or she need to be helping you get there.
Yeah,
and vice versa.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I ran from that for the longest. Like no, I mean, I don't need that. Shorty, just sit at home. But they never understand me.
Yeah,
like they never understand. I've had the same problem with women my whole radio career. The same problem, every woman.
Which is what?
Something concerning the show.
Okay.
Or something concerning the women who say hi. Or me being a flirt. Like, really.
You being a flirt might be part of it.
Yeah, but shut up.
That might be a little part of it.
Not you shut up, but them shut up. Might be a little part of it. What you think I'm finna do out here?
But it's like who am I coming home to? Like that be my biggest thing. Like, who am I coming home to? Who do they know me for being with? Like, even when I'm out by myself, like, hey, where such and such at? You know what I'm saying?
That never be enough.
And I've never understood when a woman say, well, even though you do all this for me and you take care of me and you cater to me, I still feel like I come second. Like that, to me, that's like contradicting right there. Like,
it's control.
Yeah.
It is
what it is. It's control.
And look, and I ain't scared of control. I understand the idea of control. Like I like control. I had to admit it recently. Like, the reason I paid all the bills because I wanted a level of control.
Okay.
100% wanted some control over my destiny. I wanted control over how my house was going to run. So I kept her off work. So I ain't got to worry about washing my clothes or cooking a meal. Or
because you feel like that was a job within itself right there.
You dig what I'm saying?
Okay. But doing that in this industry right now is bull because you got a career or a path that you're going on. Like you said earlier, if they can't help you in that path, they're a deficit. If they can't help you in that path, they're probably going to be a liability.
Yeah.
They're going to end up being a liability.
I think the only time that becomes a bad thing is like, okay, I feel like a woman being with me is a flex because of who I am at the end of the day. Not that I walk around my chest poked out, but it goes without saying. A woman that I claim and that she claims me, I'm with Blizz, it goes with, hey, I can get you somewhere. We can do some things. I can put you in place to win. I can love you, all that other stuff, blah, blah, blah. The only time that becomes dangerous to me is when you with somebody that's always looking for a bigger flex, though.
They basically using you as a
you get what I'm saying,
as a mobile.
Like, okay, I'm with Blizz right now.
Yeah, he gonna give me my next bag.
But as soon as I see that next a bigger flex now, Blizz becomes how you say expendable.
Expendable.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm like this with that. Like, she may be looking for a bigger flex, but the way I am now, you're not even gonna be with me unless you're helping me with something. So even though you left for the bigger flex, you got me somewhere. That's literally how I see that.
That's right.
But I'm also not I need to be with you forever guy. I guess it'd be nice if we could work it out that way.
Right.
But I don't need that at all. I don't even need. No, long term is nice, but I'm not gonna die if it's not long term. I'll appreciate you afterwards and say, hey, I appreciate you, love. You let me know if you need something from me. That's how I am, and I know a lot of people still looking for love, like in that way. I ain't looking for it. If fall on my lap, cool. I love my girl now.
True that.
You did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once I was out looking for her to fill that void, I wasn't. It just
kind of happened.
She down like that. You just gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, I understand that a guy had a girl that draws people, and you know you can't do much about it, and she got to be away from you at times to do her thing. I totally understand where the jealousy would come from. I've been there. I've been the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just. It is what it is. That's the game. It's not helpful.
Drake
That's why niggas
said,
kept their women from working for so long. They won't have to bother with that.
Drake said, just because I'm not jealous, that don't mean I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. It's true for that.
Like, people think I don't care because I say I don't be worried about cheating. It ain't that I don't care, man. It's just the game.
You prioritize your energy.
Yeah, it's the game, man. Like, I'm not going to be worried about that.
And once you done been shit on enough, or a time or two, you know not to put your eggs in that basket, all in that basket no more.
I'm not married I ain't marrying nobody's fidelity. No. I'm not married like as far as with their body. I'm not marrying anybody's fidelity. Even if I marry you, I personally ain't so wrapped up in you being your fidelity.
Because to me, it's a 50-50 chance you gonna slip.
Bro, I'm busy. I don't have time, always have time to be as attentive as I need to.
And even if you are attentive,
I don't always have the mental space.
Even if you are attentive, though, you can't cover.
I can understand why you would go do that.
You can't cover every base, and you're not gonna cover.
Nobody
every base.
ever covers. Not. You're not. You can't do it consistently. You might come in the gates hot, and doing all of that or enough of it because you got she's new. You're excited. You got the energy, but at some point the new car smell wears off. You start reprioritizing your life like you're supposed to, like your business. You know, some dudes get in relationships and they start neglecting their kids a little bit. It's a natural occurrence. I understand. I ain't saying that I condone it, but I get it, right?
Yeah. Because you spend the time getting to know.
You know what I'm saying? Chasing your deeds.
You in that bliss.
Yeah, you trying to lock that in and get everything settled with that.
For the kids when it's your turn to have them. You know, it'd be like that. But so I totally get that idea of a woman would step out because I ain't there. So I know me. I know I've been like that since I was in the military. I'm gone a lot. Since I was 19, I've had a job where I'm gone a lot. And that is career path. A lot of my mental energy is somewhere else, creatively. So I don't know. I'm not always romantic. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. If she would have blah blah blah, I get it. Now I might stay, I might leave. What I'm not gonna do is sit around and be mad about it.
I look at it this way. I done been hurt enough, and I spent enough time in that hate ball. You're not gonna get my energy like that.
Yeah,
you can't.
I just
earn it. You earn it.
I want to fight her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not fight her. I want to fight her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect perfection. But if it's important, fight for it.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day. Same way, if it's important for me, if I drop the ball, if I flaw, the fact that I'm willing to fight for it at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who's able to just walk away from something and not put up some kind of fight for it, some kind of effort, it was just like, oh, well, I don't think your feelings was there from the get-go.
I don't know though, man, about that because like I feel like conditioning makes you do that sometimes.
What, fight for it?
No, not fight for it.
Oh, not fight for it.
Like a lot of people, because of conditioning, will say, "Oh, as soon as you cheat, I'm out of here. That's it." If you left as soon as somebody cheated, you didn't fight for it. You didn't fight.
Well,
that's some people's knee-jerk That's some people's knee-jerk reaction because of conditioning. So I wouldn't say that they don't care. They just they don't know what else to do. Their ego is in it now. Especially as a man, I can't speak as a woman, but as a man, somebody done tags your girl. In a sense, that's your land. That's your property where you put your mark.
Yeah.
Generally, if you take somebody land from them, you got to kill them. So kill a man, an average man that is girl with blah blah blah. So I totally get it. I've been there. I wanted to shoot people. I almost did, and they sent me to war early. They said you would do better there.
You want to shoot some people, huh? We give you some target practice.
My command got wind of it, and they had my back. They really had my back by sending me on deployment. Yeah. Because I could have got indicted or whatever, because I was on that. I was 27, 28.
So like you say, that's like your land. That's your piece. That's your, and not to make it seem like it's a, but yeah, it's like Steve Harvey say, that's mine. That's mine. Regardless of what anybody say, the same way our grandfathers and our fathers used to operate, that's mine in there. You can't even disrespect her because that's mine. That's me right there.
And I think that most, even though we leave the women we with or whatever and vice versa, I think while you with her, that's your approach. You ain't finna let nobody do nothing to your girl. Oh. Whether you even if you ain't in love no more, you ain't finna let nobody do nothing to your girl. Mm-mm. Most guys, well, they're not gonna let them do that. You mine? Well, I got you. Sure. But but Steve Harvey cut from a different cloth. Our grandfathers came from different cloths. Mm-hmm. They came from where you didn't divorce because that wasn't the culture. Now
once you got married,
now the culture is divorce.
Once you got married, that's ownership. That's as good as you signing a deed to an apartment or to some land for them. So yeah.
So I think you make a great point, and I think you make an awesome point. Maybe we never looked at it like that. Back then, the culture wasn't divorce. We were taught you work through it. Yeah, you work through it. You find a way to fix it. You work, because very seldom did we see again our grandparents or our fathers them just dissolve like that. It took something very traumatic. You get what I'm saying?
Like the women
now, it's like, oh, you left the front door open. We getting divorced.
You're snoring too loud. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah. I can't even do it.
And then women are more sexually free.
Okay.
I'm happy for them that they can do that, but in my opinion, it hurt the landscape of marriage.
Real quick, shout out to the chat, man. Stunner Nitty in the building. What's going on, Stunner, man? We got Nicole Ingram in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Walker Larone, what's going on, brother? He said, I want a lady.
A lady.
He want a lady.
Yeah.
What's a lady?
Some people are fed
up.
A lady is like we was talking about just a minute ago, like that woman that walks in the room that makes you look great, not only feature wise, but boss wise. She's just as big as a boss as you are in her own right, and she's untouchable. She walks in like a lady. She's looking elegant like a lady, even if she ain't got on a ballroom dress. She's looking like a lady.
What do you mean by untouchable?
Niggas can holler all day long, but guess what?
She ain't going.
Percentage-wise, how often do you think that exists?
I'm saying in front of me, it matters. Now, when she not in my sight,
okay.
But when we out together, together, that makes a difference to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that my girl can't be social.
She got enough manners to play her role like she's supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? Role is social when you gotta step out, but she also, you know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I can use other examples to where it's like this woman steps in the room with her man. They change the energy in the room. Mm-hmm. You know that they're there together. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And she ain't screaming for attention.
She don't need to.
Her
presence is enough.
Her presence is the attention.
Mm-hmm.
She comes in like a boss. She comes in elegant. She comes in like a lady. She walks and talks like a lady. People recognize her as a lady, not as a drunk, not as a freak, not as this ratchet chick that don't know, No, she comes in like a lady.
Yep.
And you're going to respect her as such.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm with that one.
I'm with you, Sco. That's what I want.
Put a little plug on that. Yeah. Listen,
that's all I want.
That's all we need.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all we need, man. Listen, let's go ahead and get another quick music break in here, man. We in the Shop Talk After Hours, man. Shop Talk After Dark, baby. Shop Talk After Dark, we made it. God damn it, motherfucker. Bitches and shit, man. Bitches and shit, man. Let's go ahead and get it, man. We got King Laron, man. Wait for me. Right way in the building, man. Let's go ahead and get it. Shop Talk 7. Let's go.
Now I know everybody done, you know what I'm saying, heard lovers and friends, you know what I'm saying? This that king and stuff, put my little twist on this shit, you know?
BeatStars.com.
loving the body, I'm kissing the body, and I probably shouldn't. We've been moving too fast, I'm tempted to crash, and I probably shouldn't. I'm loving the body, I'm gripping the ass, and I probably shouldn't. Lift you up when you feeling down, cause your last nigga probably wouldn't. Water her like a flower, that pussy get sweet like banana pudding. Baby, you ain't easy to find, so play with your feelings, I probably wouldn't. Girl, you know you find this wine, take a sip of your potion, I probably shouldn't. Shit, I might fall in love thinking that I wouldn't. Make you tell all them little niggas that you took. She know I beat her shit up and I'm running. Breaking the back, how I'm coming. Run to the money, I'm thumbing. She know what's up when I'm coming. Shit, I make her shake when she coming. Beat her shit up and I'm running. Breaking the back, how I'm coming. Run to the money, I'm thumbing. And I know when I get back, she gon' be. You know what? Beat her shit up and I'm running. Breaking the back, how I'm coming. Run to the money, I'm thumbing. She know what's up when I'm coming. Shit, I make her shake when she coming. Beat her shit up and I'm running. Breaking the back, how I'm coming. Run to the money, I'm thumbing. And I know when I get back, she gon' be. She know I'm a gangster and gentleman at the same time. Open the door for you and slang iron. For you, I'm a step, that's front line. My DM been busting, I decline. She say I make a wet eye deep dive. Take a soul out of body, no revive. We go round after round, you just decide. Climb on top, I can make this a slow ride. Baby told me I'm packing the whole side. Dirty talking, I'm giving the whole vibe. Ass fat, I spread this shit so wide. I be lying if I told you I won't slide. Flipping her like Olympus, it's go time. She say I make a drip, it'll pull down. I'm getting wild, but she telling me slow down. How you gon' try to run when it go down? She know I beat her shit up and I'm running. Breaking the back, how I'm coming. Run to the money, I'm thumbing. She know what's up when I'm coming. Shit, I make her shake when she coming. Beat her shit up and I'm running. Breaking the back, how I'm coming. Run to the money, I'm thumbing. And I know when I get back, she gon' be. You know what? Beat her shit up and I'm running. Breaking the back, how I'm coming. Run to the money, I'm thumbing. She know what's up when I'm coming. Shit, I make her shake when she coming. Beat her shit up and I'm running. Breaking the back, how I'm coming. Run to the money, I'm thumbing. And I know when I get back, she gon' be.
I'm just mad at my business, chillin' smoking on the blunt, cup holder with Henny, steady adjusting up the speed, feel like the motor of Hemi, and mommy a rider, but I got a hole in the titty. I pour a drink and give a toast to those that part in this life. I feel they watching when I see stars in the night. I'm trying to move right, can't hang with broke niggas no more. Been trying to part those, I got them asking where did my heart go. 3 a.m. in Chicago.
Ooh, the moonlight shining through my 3-stage, I'm sitting on my ladder. Nigga, I've been that fella, and life gets better. Niggas shouldn't have never got jealous. And damn it, I've been got fed up. My nigga got set up. Sometimes I wish they would've got me. And although life got better, never would I let up. Right here in the heart of the street. And nigga, it's 3 Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago. It's 3 Chicago, 3 a.m. in 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 Chicago.
Panoramic views as we cruise through Lake Shore. Don Perignon, don't let it spill on the floor. A toast to success, we blessed to say the least. Both palms open, I pray as I face the east. Juvenile delinquent, I made it, they can't believe it. All praise due, inshallah, I succeeded. Wars in the trenches, I survived without a scratch. Desensitized, my heart became emotionally detached. Cry myself a river when they killed my nigga Snatch. I swear I think about him every time I lay a track. Lost so many soldiers, it's starting to feel normal. Floating in that ghost, 3 in the morning, that's paranormal.
Yeah. The moonlight shining through my 3-stage, I'm sitting on my leather. Nigga, I've been that fella, and life gets better. You niggas should have never got jealous. And damn it, I've been got fed up. My nigga got set up. Sometimes I wish they would have got me. And although life got better, never would I let up.
right here in the heart of the street. Nigga, it's 3 Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago. It's 3 Chicago, 3 a.m. in 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 Chicago.
What I'm trying to say is I don't want to waste another minute of. I never had the space to be up in this love. I just feel away. I know I want to stay. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you. Hey, it's all for you. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you. Baby, I don't want to wait. It's for you.
Damn, that's pretty damn dope. Yeah. Take it kindly, I'm just trying to be great, so I'm keeping my pace, running this race and making it timely. And I know how it feels for you to feel away. I feel the same way, can't nobody break what we find. See, we on the wavelength that's levels high. I can't tell a lie, I just think it's hella fly. Screenplay type of living like this is televised. And I ain't trying to huff you up, none of them alibis really got me believing there's nothing that I can't conquer. Like nothing can get it twisted and nothing can get karma. Like I'm in the best position and I've been a great charmer. How you got me on this pedestal, I'm finna shake karma. So salute to you, for saluting me. Cause I was used to passion, at least that's how I used to be. Guess I'm showing growth, cause they like who is he, but they can just keep sipping with pinkies cause I don't get the tea.
What I'm trying to say is I don't want to waste another minute of. I never had the space to be up in this love. I just feel away. I know I want to stay. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you. Hey, it's all for you. Got my heart on my sleeve.
Time's out for the time past. Know you feeling no way, but you down the ride with your fine hands. And you know that it's written whatever you seek to find. Ask. Know that I'm with you, always protecting you and providing. Take a sip from this wine glass. Look at you differently, knowing we share some scars though. And since it's a team effort, your hands in my little scar, Joe. That's why I appreciate how you carry the cargo. Bear your cross like a star, though. All of me ain't no partial. Dreams starting to come true, evidence of the sun too. The light turns into rays, the art of our war, Sun Tzu. The ways that we made before is not current. The way we rockin' the boat is short, no need to disturb. It's the convergence of faith and trust to the point that feel like this can't be us, but forever we tied together, face. So lace me up, separated by design and aligned with structure. We return to each other. We cut in the
What I'm trying to say is I don't want to waste another minute of. I never had the space to be up in this love. I just feel away. I know I want to stay. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you. Hey, it's all for you. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you.
I rarely get into this bag. Never had feelings like this, especially not this fast. I'm tripping, and I can't even deny it. Gotta get you out of my system. At least I tried it. You motivate me in ways that you won't even know it. Too nonchalant, and my pride won't even let me show it. Heart is on my sleeve, so my heart won't let me leave. When we apart, I can't wait until the next time that we meet. At the same time, I know that we can't be. Can have feelings for you with a future that I can't see. We enjoy each other's company. We ain't gotta do shit. Maybe next lifetime on some Erica about you shit. I do this. Now everything's at stake like Luke Chris. I'm already saying too much like I got loose lips. Back in the day, I pretended that I wasn't into you. Nowadays, you feel the presence of God when
What
I
I'm
enter
trying
you.
to say is I don't want to waste another minute of. I never had the space to be up in this love. I just feel away. I know I want to stay. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you. Hey, it's all for you. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you.
In fact, you're strong enough to deal with it. You real enough enough to stand in the field with a man. 10 toes down, you a rider. It's only right I be that king right beside you. You and I, we ain't frontin' for the frenemies. Rather build a foundation with God to protect our energy. What we have on this step, low vibration, reaching higher levels. Low growing through concrete, got similar broken petals. Still rolls together through the rain, pedal blows together. Cause season we gon' make it last forever. Yeah, you talking about being patient, and at that time I was patient. Now I'm getting impatient to make you the wife. Start a new chapter, yeah, us and the kids living out our dreams. Cause we both deserve that space. For real, take to provide. That's what I aim to do. Compare you to any other woman because they ain't
trying to say is I don't wanna waste another minute of. I never had the space to be a business love. I just feel away. I know I wanna stay. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you. Hey, it's all for you. Got my heart on my sleeve. All for you. Baby, I don't wanna wait. It's for you.
You ain't got my drip. Sauce. You move how I move, you ain't got my dip. You talk how I talk, you ain't got my spit. Rich. Ain't talk about money, you ain't talk about you. Slick. I've been in it, baby, ain't no turning back. Street boy, he lit in the hood, and you to throw a match. Taking was mine, fold, ain't gotta ask. Give me that. Put the game in the stain bag and hit the gas. Game from my mama and my auntie now. Gangster in a quick temper, Bobby Johnson in a that hustle in my soul. Granny Jean A. Solo was tripping sauce, not knowing I was soaking up. Exclusive trips, exclusive. Stretching dough like Pepsi folks. Boy, I need man. Give me that. Webby flow, yellow gold, cold frizz, 7-figure fluky stove. Stash full of moolah on my baby. No petty though. Stack it, watch it ever grow. Year round, merry go. Dizzy money, no more else out the antidote. Humble hustle, humble living, go whatever, do the folk. White t-shirt and Reebok on my V-boy, you to the yell. Flat, lifestyle pigs. Move for none, eat together, stay solid, stay that man always somewhere getting busy. Your bitch, she been getting for a minute, so hear me. You ain't got my swag, you ain't got my drip. Sauce, you move how I move, you ain't got my dip. You don't talk how I talk, you ain't got my spit. Rich, ain't talk about money, you ain't talk about you.
I ain't going back to my old days, my old life. About to throw some bread, looking like a food fight. You can put some dirt on my name, but don't put dirt on my sneakers. I give a fuck about them rumors when they talked about Jesus. Them high hats, still screaming through them tweeters. Head in the clouds, still puffing on this reefer. If I slide and rock with ya, this is not a feature. Somebody leaking, somebody gon' need a preacher. I'm just riding around, I still got my window cracked. I'm trying to cuff the chief, but I'm touching the mousetrap. You know, I give some food where you from. It's 4 fingers, no thumb. You won't smoke, you better have strong lungs. Hey, I've been popping Earl. Got the game from Nockies, Big Bill, Barry, and Birdie. I'm done with the game, I'm about to hang up my jersey. You heard me? Midget lifestyle, I'm worthy.
Bird flat, lifestyle pigs. Moving on, eat together, stay solid, stay that man always somewhere getting busy. Your bitch, she been getting for a minute, so hear me. You ain't got my swag, you ain't got my drip. Sauce, you move how I move, you ain't got my dip. You don't talk how I talk, you ain't got my spit. Rich, ain't talk about money, you ain't talk about you. Slick.
Shop Talk 7, man. Shop Talk 7 after dark.
Dang.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Get This D Smith in the house.
It's your boy, Media Monix, Pod Guy, Radio Jesus in the building.
Yeah, Shop Blizz, the crown holder of Blizz Effect. Shop Blizz.
Shop Blizz in the building, man. I know what we gotta do, man. Gotta run through that playlist, that last joint. Street Boy Stretch featuring Solo from the Heights. You Ain't. And before that, man, we had big BH and WB shit going on, man. All for you. Another one for the aunties. I didn't give y'all a heads up for the aunties, but y'all know when that come on, you gotta grab a hand or two. Take them to the dance floor, man. Y'all already know what's going on with that, man. And before that, man, we had King Lorine. Where is that at? Damn, where I put it? There you go. Wait for me. Shout out the right way, man. And that's everything. I think that's everything. Is it? Did I play everything? Yeah, that's everything. So. That's it. All right, that does it for our music break this chat, man. Shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, whether you're tuning in on YouTube, tuning in on StreamYard, tuning in on Facebook, or the Roku app. That's right. Y'all can find us on the Roku app 24/7. No excuses, man. Support District Radio Network, My Radio Chicago, Shop Talk 7, baby. We got Shop Blizz in the building, man.
Come on, Day Hustle voice.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We ain't got the sound effects just yet, so we got to improvise. Get a little low budget here for now. For now.
Not low budget.
Low budget. A little low budget.
We could just add it to the machine, man.
We got to put some more bombs and stuff on there.
Yeah, we need more arsenal sounds.
Yes,
we need a laser beam. That'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? Get some lightsaber sounds in there.
We need a woman making a porno sound.
Do we?
Something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we can get a volunteer. Find one of our
you know what I'm saying?
Nice little ladies around here. Just give me a subtle moan.
Something.
That's it.
Let me know if you need some inspiration.
It's for our after dark stuff.
You know.
Speaking of after dark. Sex motivations. Here, Shop Talk 7.
Yo, can I get y'all to be real on in public right now?
Yes.
I posted something earlier that says not every dope track has replay value.
You talking about just the beat, or you talking about actual song?
The song.
That's true.
Just because they can rap or they can sing don't mean you want to play it again.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's absolutely true.
What's some songs?
Every dope song doesn't have replay
like
value.
I've heard some dope songs and it'd be like, okay, that's
and
cool.
It's all perspective. Right?
That's cool.
It's subjective, I suppose. But
like, is it really dope if you don't want to play it again?
Yeah, sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can you really find something dope? Like, I can't see me listening to something.
Got some dope stuff. I don't got J. Cole on repeat.
I mean, I may not have it on repeat, but the replay factor of something dope.
Well, if it come across my thought, I'm willing to play it again.
Yeah.
So,
like, who songs are you not running back 8 times in a row?
Nobody's.
I ran Early Morning from Tay-Ro back 8 times in a row.
True.
I'm just saying back 8 times in a row, or some multiple times, and I'm just using the number 8 to signify that I did it a lot.
Oh yeah.
My everything 8 times in a row.
My everything. Yeet from Berg Red Star. I ran that.
Berg Red Star 8 times. Yes.
Yeah, that's
it. Be on City. Candace Nicole.
Okay.
I didn't.
I ran that back up a few times.
Right, there you go.
Okay.
I will say that. Yeah.
I didn't run. Oh man, I'm finna get killed here. I didn't run Iron Flower back 8 times in a row. I love to hear it when I hear it.
Okay.
Rise and Ego. I ran that back.
Okay. I definitely ran Iron Flower. Like I probably played the paint off that song.
Played the paint off that song. Yeah. I'm gonna get killed for that. Golly, X, I hope you ain't listening. But I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I love it when I hear it, and it's great performance value. I love this because some of these songs I don't like to hear it on the radio. I love to see it performed though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's kind of like with I've probably ran Give Me a Chance back numerous times. Like I love that record right there. Vibrations. I like Vibrations, but have I ran it back like
that hasn't got high replay value from you?
Yeah, that hasn't got high.
But for me, I think Vibrations has high replay value.
You have replayed it that many times? Have you?
I've replayed it a few times.
Okay.
I ain't sat there and did it 8 times, but I definitely run it back.
I mean, like back to back.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
No. It didn't. No, I didn't.
Like I literally, it's tracks I literally now gotta hit again. Then I gotta hit again. Then I gotta hit again.
But then I think that goes along with our taste too. Our musical taste. You know?
Right, but that's all this is about.
Yeah.
You can't make it general, right?
And then by replay value, does back to back, is that the only standard?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't call it the only standard.
No,
I just know
know
that when I really love a record, I spin it back like Funk Flex used to do it on the radio, like maybe still doing it. Like he probably paid Ether back like 86 times.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I heard Adrenaline Rush, I ran that back.
That and Overdose.
And Overdose, yep. I ran that back. That whole album I ran back a few times.
Jay-Z, Lucifer Come in the Morning.
I was about to say any Jay-Z album, like the whole, I would like even, I remember when Tupac dropped Ambitious as a Rider. All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me.
And literally, I mean,
every song on
every day, all day.
I ran Thugs Cry Back. I ran the joint that's Bone and Biggie. I forgot the name of it, but Notorious Thugs.
Notorious Thugs, yep. I ran that back. Yep.
I ran Every Breath I Take.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had the whole Chronic album on repeat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was certain albums that I just like.
Hey,
I played it so much the tape came out the tape.
Hey, look, GS the Brand got a rap album out because he had a rap album out way before he did an R&B album called Life and Times.
Okay.
Volume 2. I don't know where Volume 1 is at, but Volume 2, 20 tracks or something like that. I listened to that whole thing, no skips, 3 times in a row. I ain't gonna cap.
Got homework to do now.
I can't wait when he dropped the mixtape with the rap collabs on there. I want to.
Oh, you talking about the round table?
Round table talk. I'm interested in
Luch with Heavy End. I Am 39 from Luch.
Oh yeah,
I ran those back to back to back to back.
Shit, 39 to the Heights. I ran that back a few times.
Introducing the landscaping, like that's one of my go-tos right there.
Keep It G. I love Keep It G.
Heavy.
What else? Backdoor from Xavier.
Backdoor, that's a man. Come on,
Backdoor.
That's a layup right there. Who else? Sextivity, Day Hustle. I probably played that a million times.
I like Sky High from the Net.
Okay.
It's a smoke song.
Yeah, I've heard it like one time. Maybe.
It's a smoke song. It got good for me. You got to get replay.
Dance Floor from Johnny Dimitri. That's my joint. I definitely played that 4 times on the way to somewhere from the house.
Oh, that take a hold of me.
She was holding me. I can't sing it.
Y'all see a look on his face?
Dance floor. Lil Keisha got a joint. Oh my God, trap back jumping or something like that. Trap booming or something like that. She let us play on here. When I loaded up my little Shop Talk 7 radio station on Spreaker, that's the first thing I put in there.
Okay.
Trap back jumping. Also the joint she had with Callie Hendricks and and Mika Luciano.
Okay. Rats. I was about to say she had a joint on her last project, her and a dude. It was a single where they were kind of doing like a back and forth type thing. It was like nasty, man.
Whose verses do you keep playing back like a verse? Like just this one verse?
Just this one verse? Mine, of course.
You don't count.
Play my whole verses back to back.
You don't count.
No, verses wise, who do I play back? Like I'll rewind a verse of theirs. Xavier 2 times. Dino, you have to rewind his verses sometime.
Visions.
But
verse on Get Off.
Sinatra's. I rewind Sinatra's, Easy O'Hare. Anybody that's really bar heavy, I rewind their verses just because I'm a big fan of wordplay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love to hear wordplay.
It's the hook I ran back a lot of times. Love Child, back when he was going by Willie Neal.
Mm-hmm.
The joint with Taco, Wanna Love.
Okay.
Oh man, he killed that hook.
He snapped on that.
Hook.
Speaking of hooks, Panoptic, classic album full of hooks.
Okay.
Full of hooks. Every song seems like an anthem. Every song got.
You gave it a whole listen.
I haven't finished the whole album.
But do you have any like heavy playbacks for you yet on there? Have you done it?
Yes.
Have you done it?
Yes. The funny part is I like that
the Queen I
lost my mind.
Oh yeah.
That's my joint.
Mm-hmm.
The only
that's my joint. Like because when I hear it, I can see him doing the
mm-hmm.
a lot of his joints that I like a lot of his joints that I like, I heard him perform a bunch of times before I heard it on the track.
Right.
And so I compartmentalize my stuff, right? Because oftentimes I don't want to see people perform songs that I love on wax because
they don't sound right.
They don't really be performing it on stage all the time like they do on the track.
Right.
But then sometimes it's often I like it where I heard it at first.
Right.
Like all Troy's music, I just want to hear it live. I listen to his album whole way through, but I don't be going around playing it like that.
I play it.
But it's like
I bump his shit.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I bump his shit. What's the joint he got with bald head niggas on there? Won't you let me talk? Won't you let me talk is a banger.
Won't you let me talk?
Yeah, won't you let me talk? Damn.
But I like that. What's the single that they Ways from the Concrete Jungle?
Yeah.
It's bald head niggas with beard.
Yeah.
No, I did run that one time. One time me and Rose was in the car, we ran that back.
Yeah, I ran that back.
We ran that back quite a bit. Because you got no. I could run that part back over and over and over. Rome really got off on that too.
And what's the other song he got?
I just like
what I do. I can't think of it right off the top.
Atrocious intro.
Oh yeah, you talking about that's the bald head niggas with beards intro.
Intro.
That's
the one bald head. Yeah, that's crazy.
Tro's verse on that to me is
it's classic.
Yeah.
They say it's a problem. Raw with all them killing niggas easy. It's a problem.
Yeah,
he's like, whoop. Yeah, performance.
His personality.
I ain't gonna front, bro. I got that verse just above everybody other verse on that. Like verse, that's the standout verse by a mile.
Yeah.
Not to
the other
ones wasn't whack.
They wasn't whack, but
like I said, Rome got off.
It goes back to that whole Method Man thing, I think. Trosh out of the whole group. The group is dope as a whole. But Trosh is the kind of the front man. He's the mouthpiece.
And he's the newest piece.
And he's the newest piece.
He's the newest piece.
Like if I had to pick somebody out the group that probably would have the most mainstream success. And again, I love them as a group as a whole. I feel like Trosh would probably have the most mainstream success.
Your opinion, is that because of skill set or work ethic?
Skill set.
Probably both though.
Both though. Skill set. I can't say work ethic because I don't really know the others' work ethic like that.
That's the issue.
Because Dodie Mack, over the years, I've seen him drop music way before Trosh.
At this point.
But at this point, so why you like being controversial?
Because we the tabloids, we're supposed to be able to talk about this.
Okay, you're right. So yeah, it's going to be both. It's going to be marketability. It's going to be work ethic. It's going to be just everything.
And not that the other guys couldn't also do it.
Yeah,
Trosh got time.
Yeah,
he set his life up to where this is
it works for him.
You know what I'm saying?
And Trosh is the most visible one. You see Trosh more.
And that's what I mean.
That's what I mean. Mentally available for this.
He's the method man of the group.
Yeah, he's definitely the most visible one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Big ups to Trosh.
Real conversation. Trosh! We having real rap right now. This is real rap. This is a real conversation. We ain't hiding it right now. Let me see, man. What other kind of trouble can I start? Whose music do you feel like could really start a movement?
Can really start a movement?
I think Luch got it. I think Luch's music could start you could get behind that. Like I'm thinking about who I would put my money behind. I can't say X. X is my artist, so I'm not going to say that. I got to put X out. We already know.
Luch got soundtrack movement.
You dig what I'm saying?
Luch sounds like a soundtrack. Every time I hear songs, it's like a soundtrack.
Berg Red Star is
another thing.
Berg Red Star,
he slept on too.
Berg Red Star, I feel like he's so slept on. I feel like
we need to give him some more love.
Berg Red Star has he a heavy road, but we need all around.
We ain't been giving him no love.
I feel like Berg Red Star is one of them artists where the image, the music, the following. The image, the music, and the following all add up. Some people have the image. Some people just make great music. Some people have a dope following and don't have all that. But he has the image, the music, and the following. He's full circle with it.
You got to tap in with
Berg Red Star.
You got to tap in with Berg. Who else? Who else would you say?
Outside of Berg Red Star.
Absolutely
Street Boy Stretch. Motherfucking Stretch.
Street Boy Stretch is one of them people. I feel like I compare him to like not sounding like Jeezy, but when I first heard Jeezy, anybody who first heard Jeezy, it made you want to go out and move about a brick.
Yeah. He got anthems. Yeah. Street Boy got anthems.
I do feel like Luch is kind of similar to like a Chicago Jeezy.
Yeah.
I feel like Luch is, You know what I'm talking about?
Jeezy or Gotti, Gucci, all them in that same type of realm. And I do feel like Landscape and Luch and Stretch are very similar in that wave. You know what I'm saying? Street talk, the dope talk, the real talk type shit. They just kind of give it to you as it is. It's not a whole bunch of punchlines. I take that back.
It's bars like a mother.
It is. It's bars like a mother. Because even when I hear introducing the Landscaping, Luch is a problem. Luch is a problem, but they give you that dope boy talk. That souped up dope boy talk.
And it's like classy dope boy talk at the same time.
Yeah. Luch is a grown man dope boy. There you go.
And Luch is a lyricist.
Luch is a blue collar Rick Ross. Luch is as far as not how he rap, but his vibe. Blue collar Rick Ross.
Luch, salute to the 40-year-old rappers out here, man.
Love y'all.
Let me tell you something. I feel like a lot of us got better as time went on. Like sometimes you have people whose skills diminish over time. I feel like a lot of the crop of the 40 and up, 30-year-old and up rappers out here, I feel like as time goes on, they get better.
Yeah, because if you keep doing it, your skill set has to get better.
Yeah. And I've seen Cuzzo, Streetboy Stretch. I've seen him get better and better and better.
Something to talk about.
Yeah.
Really got something to talk about.
I mean, think about talking to you at
like
20. Think about talking to you at 22 versus talking to you now.
Oh yeah.
Conversation is much different.
Yeah, much different.
So absolutely the lyrics could be
much different.
As a rapper, it's definitely gonna be different. So they bring a whole different crop to the stage. And the whole stereotype of a 40-year-old rapper is starting to kind of get I got smoke for anybody who talk crap about a dude rapping at 40. I got smoke for anybody who do.
One of my favorite lines though, like for real. One of my favorite lines every time I hear it makes me smile is when A Boog say, "You 40 plus niggas that never do me," in the Yop song. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. Rap is a full contact sport. Get with it or get ran the fuck over. Stop taking everything so personal. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a competitive sport, man. And if you don't feel like you the best or one of the best at doing it, then why you doing it?
I say take his line, take that personal in a lyrical sense.
Oh yeah,
I want somebody to take that personal lyrical sense.
He meant it,
but he was supposed to say that.
Yeah, he meant that.
His tracks coming at.
He was supposed to say that. He was supposed to stand on. He's supposed to say it and stand on it. And as his big brother, I respect it.
I got diss tracks coming.
Like if you let me do you as a 40-year-old rapper, then go sit your ass down.
Yeah.
So I don't take it personal, but I love the fact that he was confident enough to say it and say like, "Hey, I see y'all doing y'all shit, but y'all ain't gonna outdo me. I got youth on my side."
Right.
You feel me?
Yep. They say rap is a young man's game.
That's what they say. I ain't said it in a year, in a decade.
That's because you rapping now.
I said a decade. I wasn't rapping at 30.
Oh, you show what?
Rapping a decade. Hey, listen, man.
You was making movies at IMS then.
Well, no, I'm still in the Navy. That's out of 2018. But it's yeah, man. Hey, man. That's partly right now as well because I'm rapping, and I support a lot of 40-year-old rappers because I just like their subject matter. I like their content, how they rap, how skilled they've become at it. You know what I'm saying? How professional a lot of them sound when they record, like they know how to record now.
Right.
Like I'm just starting for real. So like I ain't gonna front you. I don't feel like I know how to record that well.
Right.
I could rap and say something dope, but like how to record, that's a science.
That's a science to it.
That's a whole science.
It's a level of comfortability.
Like I the song I'm finna put out in a couple of weeks. I done re-recorded that 7 times. Mixed it 7 times. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still trying to figure out how to execute the job. That's why look, I feel like my verses is crazy, like crazier than most people, right? That's how I feel. But at the same time, I can't say I'm doper than most people because if you could put out music consistently, I don't care what I feel like the quality of the bars is. Just the fact that you can do that alone, and lo and behold, it'd be good.
It'd be good.
You could put that together consistently, man. You got my praise because that's a feat to accomplish.
And it's I think every artist who's really in tune with themselves and really in tune with their artistry, they want to be able to do that. Like when you said it earlier, I was already, you know what I'm saying, in the mindset of like, okay, moving forward. Because I'm so hell bent on doing it the right way. No pun intended.
Pun intended.
Doing it the right way this time and making sure every track is registered, every track is copywritten, but of course, you know, we working off budgets where our work is funding what we want to do artist wise. So, you know, that whole idea of dropping something monthly, or an artist being able to drop a new track every week. You get what I'm saying? To build your catalog up. I'm with that, rather than trying to, you know what I'm saying, get all this money to pour into this project at once. You know, okay, let me release a track every month till I'm there, to let people know, just let them know, like, hey, what I'm working with. And that's just the idea for artists out there. You know what I'm saying? I love when you said it instantly hit home, because that's kind of like when I'm tailor making my stuff around. I got a whole Blizz effect too waiting to be dropped now, right? But I want to make sure everything covered, copyright, paperwork wise, registry wise. I want to make this one count, for this one for the books right here.
I'm gonna tell you what, that licensing stuff is worth paying somebody for.
Yeah.
Because imagine you trying to be in this booth and then as an artist trying to do shows and now you got to worry about all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now what I would advise you to do if you by yourself is you make your music, you stop, and you take some time to get that done.
Yeah.
Because all of this stuff is a $300 jump start to get all these licenses, if that much. You got to pay for BMI. One of them you don't got to pay for, right? Well, it depends on what you're trying to get.
It depends on what you're trying to get.
Right,
ASCAP is 50 and 50. So, you know, 50 for the publishing, 50 for the writing. But you got to think.
Composition usually go to the producer.
Yeah, depending on what you're trying to do with your music, say like on the copywriting side. Now, you can copyright a whole project for $65, but it'll be under one ISRC code. If
So
you
you're not
want
getting all your money.
If you want each song to get its proper, you need to copyright each song
one
individually.
separately, yeah.
So if you got a project and you got 15 songs on a project, you do the math, 65 times 15, you know what I'm saying? Or 65 times whatever, not to mention, like he say, getting it registered for the ASCAP, each individual song, or BMI.
Song Trust.
The Song Trust, SoundCloud, all that other Sound Exchange. Boom, there you go.
What's the other joint that's it's a big one, man. Golly.
You know, that can be a little tedious.
It's very tedious.
It's very tedious. And if you don't have a team behind you, if it's just you really doing it and then you life is life into, it can be a bit much. So that's why I think it's key to, you know, look into the people like the Gigi Millers, the Will Skip Crooks.
I got Gigi's book.
Who else?
How to Sign Yourself.
Gigi Miller, Will Crook. Who else is dope with this? The paperwork and getting your paperwork and all that, you know, whoever else. It's dope to tap into trustable people who you know can help you get your stuff registered, because that kind of like takes something off your plate.
Yeah, and that's something I'm sure a lot of artists don't even pay attention to, or even know about.
A lot of artists don't know that sometimes getting your song played on radio before you get into copywritten can affect your points that you get back in return. Because once you decide to copyright a song, if they find out that it's been radio played before that, then it can affect not your streaming, but your royalties via getting like FM radio. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. A lot of artists don't know. We hoop and holler and we scream and we kick and we mad and be like, oh man, they just don't like us. They don't want to support us. Have you ever found out why they might not be playing your song? Because technically, a radio station can get sued for playing uncopywritten content, unlicensed content. So while we be thinking a lot of times, oh, this DJ whack, he don't want to support us. Is your record copyrighted? Because technically a radio station, an FM radio station, licensed station can get in trouble for playing your song if it's not copywritten, if it's not licensed.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know. So shout out to all you artists, man. I hope y'all paying attention and I hope y'all really are listening, man, because it's definitely a whole lot of behind the scenes shit that go on besides you just creating a track and getting it out there and letting people hear it.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times you push it to certain avenues and it don't get played and you're wondering why. This will be one of the reasons why.
There you go. That's one of the reasons why. Yeah. Learn about on peak and off peak hours. Learn about that too. When you are, you know what I'm saying, getting on certain platforms, and it ain't no diss to nobody, but Find out is that radio station of those peak hours. Do your spin even count?
Mm-hmm. To the BDS station.
You know, it's a BDS station, but even BDS stations on Sundays, either early in the morning during when they playing that church music.
That's what you mean by peak.
Or later in the day when they playing Chicago music. Sometimes those may not be on peak hours. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm getting the promotion out of it. I'm getting heard, but it's not counting towards your spins, your media base, your ASCAP.
That's the one I was thinking about, media base.
Media base. There you go. It's not counting towards that because it may be off-peak hours. And that's no knock against any platform. It's just that's the way they have it set up. So we as artists and managers and A&Rs, we got to do our homework to find out what's the off-peak hours and the on-peak hours for a platform before we decide to go and spend our dollars with them.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that don't matter to you. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you just want to be heard. I think it all depends on what you set out to do at the end of the day.
Okay.
I think you also got to be honest with yourself. If this ain't really a business for you, just be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
This ain't the age of people giving you shots, not as much anymore. They got to see you already got something.
Because they create your own shot.
They don't do artist development no more.
No.
And I also think artists should focus more on getting their paperwork right so they can get some money. They should focus more on that than being famous.
Yeah.
I saw a clip from Russ where he was saying how he was paying attention to the ebbs and flows of the industry and how guys were focusing on putting out albums, but nobody listened to them. They didn't really have a
They don't go
base.
past the first.
Yeah.
So you trying to catch fish with a big ass piece of bait.
All right.
You're not sure what's going to bite and what's not. So it's like the focus should be on your singles.
Why would I go and stream an artist who just chopped out here and just say, you know what, I'm finna drop an EP, I'm finna drop an album, and you ain't even gave me a buzz record or a single yet. I don't even really know what you sound like. You just came out of nowhere and say, look, you know what, I'm gonna drop an album.
It's hot, bye.
You done did a couple performances of the showcase. You just drop an album. You ain't built up no buzz, no traction behind it, but you want me to listen to this whole project. Now I might luck out. You might luck up and it might be hot. But the chances are, who gonna really give you a chance when they don't know you like that? You know what I'm saying?
Russ said, on the average, a lot of the artists, when they put out an album, their first song gets the most plays. Then it goes down substantially after that.
Yes.
Yeah, most of the time people go to skip them.
And it ain't that as whack. It's just, who are you?
Who are you?
One thing you got to understand about anything, artists, a recording artist, a radio personality, people are buying you. Who are you?
Yeah.
What is your brand? So many people can't even answer that question. You ask me what my brand is right now, I'm a shock jock. I understand this about myself. I've been called a mix of Howard Stern and Charlamagne the God. You know, when I'm in that bag.
Right.
Like, we're more interviewed now, but my brand was built on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Things just don't. Did you say that?
A lot of cats can't give you a short answer for that. They got to give you a long explanation. You got to know these things about yourself. Who are you? What is your brand? What do people appreciate about you?
Right.
Don't make it up either. You can answer this question. If you don't got nothing, that's okay. Start there and understand that you got to get something.
Yeah. Or if you go out and survey 10 people, who those 10 people or 20 people, who those people say what your brand is, that's what your brand is. If I go out and survey 20 people and say, what type of artist is Shy Bliss? And whatever the majority of them 20 people say,
that's what it
is.
That's what it is,
because that's what I'm presenting. That's the perception. Granted, I may feel like it's different. The perception of majority of the public says you're this type of artist.
That's what I go into that when I talk about people. You can't pick your target market. You don't get to pick it. Most people don't get to pick it. I mean, I'm sure somebody's done it before. Like, I want these people to like me, so I'm gonna go over there. It don't always work that way. Who's rocking with you is who's rocking with you.
It might have been more. That might have been the easier equation back in the day. Now that equation is probably all out of the water.
Well, back in the day, they did artist development. You definitely didn't pick your target market back in the day. The A&R did. The A&R found it for you.
I think it's easier now though. Like you put your music up on these platforms, you put your videos up, you study your analytics, and you say, voila, I got a bigger listening audience with women from 18 to 54 in Oregon that like
But some people, this is what a lot of people do when they see something like that. My city ain't rocking with me. Boo-hoo. No, nigga, it's time to go to Oregon.
It's time to go to Oregon.
Right.
It's time to do some shows in Oregon.
Get to you.
Yeah.
Listen, radio personalities deal with it all the time. A lot of the famous radio personalities from Chicago had to start somewhere else.
Yeah.
Stone Pony's a good example. He started down south. He went to Russ College.
Mm-hmm.
He graduated. He started down south and worked his way.
He done been to California.
Worked his way to
he done did
Chicago.
in the South. He done worked his way in Chicago and found a niche in Chicago and got comfortable here. And you know what I'm saying? But that was only after doing his homework and being
Smaller
other places.
markets.
Now, you know, and now every now and then do you get blessed? Yes, every now and then you may get a Shy Blizz or a Sam Silk. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, I came out of junior college. Everybody was saying, hey, you're going to have to go to Wisconsin or you're going to have to go down to in the middle of Mississippi. But no, guess what? I'm working security. I'm already submitted for jobs. Power 92 calls me. They bring me in for an interview. So, and the rest is history from there. But it don't always work like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do got to leave your backyard to make a statement and come back.
Hell, you know, I got, and you know, nowadays, thank goodness, the brokered opportunities are there. Like, that's how I got on FM radio. Well, first it was the internship with the school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, it's some of us get the chance like Blizz got, not as much.
Mm-hmm.
That's fairly unique, especially that fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So others got to pay their way. Others got to. That's the only two ways it's really happening.
Yeah, it's the only way.
That's the only two ways it's really happening. You got to do the work and work your way back, or work, you know. And obviously, it's becoming obvious to me that it's the same way with a lot of artists. Like, people ain't gonna feel you at home up front, not as much. That you got those 40, 50 people that put the battery in your back, but oftentimes people appreciate you more in places they don't know you.
And that's probably why
that's just the game.
I want to say that's probably why, you know, even, you know, when it comes to radio personalities, maybe if more people understood the fact of what you just said, like it's very rarely where you coming out of a educational institution at this time and this age, because you got so many people who are locked in the spots, whether it's Power 92, whether it's GCI, that we are brokering our own shows now.
Mm-hmm.
So those financial dollars that we can take and we can do anything else, whether it's adding additions to your home or starting, opening a Harold's, anything like that. Fixing your car. We taking those dollars and putting it into radio to live out our dreams. And guess what? To pump your music and your brand. You get what I'm saying? So
we started this gangster shit.
There you go.
Things we get. Niggas don't even appreciate it. Boy.
For real.
We done, you know, Crawford Broadcast is doing business a little different now, but when we first got in there, we pump it. All the local artists.
Man.
And we still doing it in the mix, you know, but
yeah.
But it's man, that's what we was on.
That's what we was on, because at the end of the day, we're so passionate about putting on for the city. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of us, it's a thrill for me. It's a rush for me to be able to, when I see it, we play somebody's stuff on the radio on 106 or when we on Power, and then I look back later on social media and they going crazy. It's my song on the radio. Like, that's a feeling like none other.
Dimitri almost tackled me.
You know what I'm saying? That's a feeling like none other. But then on the flip side, it's just like, when artists say they want respect as far as performing in a club or they want to get paid for performing and all that other stuff, which is a whole different topic. We ain't gonna get on that. It's the same way when it comes to pouring back into the radio side. Like, we pay for this at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. We sacrifice our weekly time to come and do this because we love it, and to put on for the city and play your joints and play and pump your shows and pump your brands. But guess what? It's on you when you get those promotional dollars. Come spend it with the people that support you at the end of the day.
We pushing y'all records like y'all paid as a promotional package.
Yeah. So
they think we owe. Some of them think we owe this to them,
and it's not.
Once again, first of all, Shy Blizz is a wonderful talk radio guy. Mm-hmm. He don't need to play y'all music.
I don't
at all.
Mm-mm. A lot of us, we included a wonderful talk radio guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could figure we could get this. Matter of fact, our numbers was up when we was just doing more talking. Let's be honest here.
No.
Our numbers.
No.
You think so? Hell yeah, I could go back and show it.
Okay.
Go.
When we was doing more talk topics, the numbers was higher. Right now, our views be like 50,
so then are we on the sorry we're on decline?
But do you think that's also due to and I'm about to say the algorithm sometimes, because I remember at one point when we were in Sluggo's building and we would look back at the views and we would go back and forth, we were getting thousands of views at every time we turned on that camera. But it was like after a while, I guess once Facebook caught up or whatever, they want a piece of the pie too.
They want you to pay for it.
They want you gonna pay for this.
Right, okay. All right.
So I feel like they'll put a cap on it too. But that's not saying the whole thing. Maybe you did take a hit from not talking so much, or you gotta look. It's some even on the internet side. Even on the internet side.
What I know within the last year, the highest views we got and comments we got during the live show was me, you, and Spencer was here, and we did some long-winded topic. We had like 400 comments,
right,
and about 300 views that show.
Yeah,
but that wasn't normal.
That's just like last week. 2 weeks ago, I had a 3K view show just out of nowhere. It's just like I looked up on the screen and it was like 78 people watching at one time. When I looked done, it was like 3,000 people had, viewed it and shared it and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying you're going to get that every day, but that's how many people we reaching every day on a daily basis. We're reaching out. The people we reach out, that's the people that that take part in your music and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's a little bit easier to read these analytics today due to the fact that each platform has their own analytics. You know what I'm saying? But I was just going back to say that when y'all do get these promotional dollars, support the people that support you at the end of the day. Salute to Spotify and Pandora and all them. But guess what? They're not putting the type of advertisement and the push behind your joints that My Radio Chicago or some of these other platforms do.
They're not. And
when you look at some of these other stations, and no knock, but guess what? They're not concerned about playing your joints. They are playing mainstream music.
Yep. And when the next time your joint gonna get played?
And they got you on a little submit your song, and we'll play you on Friday, or we'll play you on. No, we play you every day, all day.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep. That's true. Where else you gonna get that?
Yeah. Where else you gonna get it? Answer that and then come talk to me.
Where else you gonna get that? That's real talk. That's real talk. And I'm starting to see it a little differently too, because we had the conversation. Yesterday.
It's a respect thing, and it's almost like a slap in the face. Sometimes it's like the audacity of the rants and the raves. Sometimes and the Chicago don't support and all that.
Yeah. What part of Chicago you talking about?
Must be two sides.
Definitely ain't this side.
Yeah, it ain't this side.
Ain't this side, man. But yeah, shout out to the chat, man. Lou said that's facts. Yeah, real talk.
What was facts? I don't remember.
He talking about the whole conversation.
We said a lot.
You over there picking beats, man? What you doing?
No, man. I'm trying to, I always want to be right.
Yeah,
I know.
So I'm over here doing research.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said it.
I'm over here doing research.
So
no, but I mean that might be
about our flow.
But guess what? That might be a realistic thing at the end of the day. Like, people draw to you because what they like about you. If they like it, the fact that y'all have some phenomenal dope ass conversations, and they really in tune with that, but then all of a sudden we start pointing to certain music a little bit more. That may, you know what I'm saying? That may affect it.
Yeah.
I feel like understanding that he may disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
To me, we get a lot of love from the artists whose music we play.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We get that.
Right.
A lot of the views we get come from that lately. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Well, let me say this. Let me tell you this a fact, but
okay.
Right. But that don't make me right. But so like we'll get like 70 views. We're tagging the artists whose music we playing.
Mm-hmm.
So of course they're gonna see that and they're gonna be like, yeah, we love y'all because we playing their music. So the way I'm seeing it, once again, I can be wrong because it could just be the algorithm, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just humor me for a second. The other people we used to have don't seem to be there as much.
Yeah.
Now I love the idea that we play this music, right? Because I said I wanted us to be an authority as far as music goes.
Right.
going into this year.
And I think that's what separates
and I think
us.
that's happening. I do think that's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I noticed that my homegirl Teresa ain't on as much. Deion Robinson. I mean, I remember these names.
Mm-hmm.
Deion Robinson, the people who hung on to our conversations.
Yeah.
That made up, always has, you know this about,
I know.
about Shop Talk 7, that always had made up most of.
Yeah.
Because
that even in the beginning, that was your signature thing.
So when I say we don't need these interviews or blah, 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 that's kind of where I'm coming from. Because to me, just the joints I looked at, most of the recent ones that had like 200-300 views, Chill was here.
Okay.
And with Chill here, while Chill was here, we was doing a lot of topics type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The numbers are saying this.
No, but even when I would be at the school, I would tune into you guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Even when I would be at the school, I would tune in. When Chill was here, I would tune into y'all a lot just to see what y'all were talking about for the day. You get what I'm saying? And the conversation was a lot more in depth per se, as opposed to now. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, it's good convo, but now we incorporated these interviews and this music, and we playing a lot more music now because we really trying to stamp certain music and certain artists. And you know, like even like yourself, you're getting more involved with the music side of things, you know what I'm saying? So I get it.
I started off doing it as a talk show, but I ain't gonna front. What got me more popping was music and
power. Yeah,
we put them cats on Power 92. You know what I'm saying? And so that love kind of transferred. And a lot of them cats came around here. You know what I'm saying?
It's the yin and the yang. It's the damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's that thing where it's like, you know, even Herb Kent, I never forget, he was talking to us in a workshop and he said, rest in peace, Herb Kent. He said, you want to stay relevant? I always introduce people to the industry, always break records because they're going to always talk about you. The very person that you help put on, the very person you bring through the door, the very person you break their record, they're going to always talk about you. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes talking about me ain't just enough. Sometimes I need you to pour back in.
Luke said it best. Luke said y'all support, and when they get up, they should come back. They should come back and bag y'all up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying. Even as simple as when you're throwing shows or whatever. Guess what? Book Shop Talk 7 to come host that show. Don't just ask them to come host the show. Book them to come host the show because guess what? For the past 365 days out this year, they've been your biggest supporter. They've been your biggest platform. They've been your biggest My Radio Chicago. Book some personalities from here to come host or help put your event together or pick up a package. I wouldn't give a damn if it was the lowest package on it. Just show that you appreciate what's going on here. No, you can't pick up a package for every single show that's on here.
But
guess what? Pick up a package from somebody over here and say like, hey, I appreciate what you're doing for my career, dog.
Shout out to the artists that do tap in with us.
Yeah.
That share our stuff a lot, that promote our stuff, that keep our name in their mouth. I gotta give credit to them. Shout out and do props to them because I don't want to be talking about people who don't.
Yeah.
And then fail to talk about the people who do.
Yeah, and salute to the ones that do. Salute to the one like even to me the shares. Like when I look at people like a Chanel Ellis. And sometimes just out the spur of the moment, and she does it so much on a regular, whether it's in her stories, whether it's on her page, she talking about the station, she's sharing the station.
The whole collective shares our stuff.
The collective.
The whole collective shares Shop
You know
Talk
what I'm
7. Xavier shares it.
Yes.
Right way, of course, Right Way gonna share it. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of you know, that part is weird though, too, because like, look, you can't make great relationships with everybody. I can't be locked in with everybody. You'd like to.
You like to,
but I gotta pick some.
Right.
You know, we all know I've picked. But you know what I'm saying? I'll say it out loud. Xavier, Right Way, and Luch.
Yeah, because I mean, it's the same way in return, though. It's the same way in return because you're gonna support the people that support you, right?
And they've come and sat down with us, a lot of them, and played us whole albums playlist.
Yeah, Luch done been through Gang of Time.
Yeah, Fat Shot's going out to you know. Speaking of Right Way, Dub. I love Dub's business, man. Dub is a dope businessman,
Dub and I
man.
are in business together.
Because he gets it. He understands, like, hey, I know how this works.
And
you
he's
know
ready to put his money where his mouth is.
Yes.
My type of people. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely going to get back to this tour situation. But Dub is definitely one of them where he's really understanding and he's also still trying to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, yeah.
We say, What landscapers say?
Y'all my dogs for real. Cool people. Thank you.
We
appreciate
it.
I fuck with you, Luce. You already know.
I saw Luce today, and he gave me the names of who he feel like, really support. You dig what I'm saying?
Luce pull up on me in the gas station on 50/50 like Blizz.
Thought he about to start rapping or something.
Shout out to Landscape.
Salute blood out the Landscape, a real dude, man, for real.
Shout out to all the supporters, man, who actually do support for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't easy. It ain't easy. But we're gonna go ahead and close out, man. We done ran y'all.
3 hours now.
Yeah, shit. We done ran, baby. We done ran. We went to
past my curfew.
I know.
Yeah, fellas, y'all know where to find us. We have to do that.
No, we don't.
We have to do that.
Know where the fuck to
you know
find
where to
us.
find us,
to do that shit. Y'all better know where the fuck to find us after this. Shit, what the fuck? Well, y'all already know, man. We gotta go out the way we came in, man. Let's go ahead and get it. Landscaping Loot, Street Boy Stretch, man. 39th to the Heights, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Same bad time and channel, man. Shoptalk 7 will be here Monday. Who we got Monday?
I don't know. We got Bad Loot Tuesday.
Oh man,
that Loot Tuesday. We got Melly P on Friday. No, Melly P is Wednesday.
The 27th.
Melly P on Wednesday. All right, well shit.
Melly P.
We don't know. We'll let y'all know when we know. All right. Shop Talk 7, man. We'll talk when we get down. Landscaping Loot, Street Boy Stretch, 39 to the Heights. Let's get it.
Jesus shit. Oh yeah, be a fake shit. Walk through that door to see the light. Slow plow, I tried to push it wide. Shit was weak, I couldn't get no sleep. Fuck the white, I'm fucking with the green for the bucks. I like the green, got inside the place. Get you high like John Moran. My shit, yeah, I'm popping that. Stay on the move, keep it real, ain't fuck around with you goofies. Make me double G you die thinking it's Gucci. I'm a landscaper. For the pledge for the damn paper. Fuck you pay me, I'm out of damn favors. Loose, think it's sweet, you die, gon' push your luck. Like a no-hand nigga, I still can get you touched. Get it right here. Purple buzz with some light hair. Got you thinking you can fly like right here. Toys on me ain't looking, can make a move. I pop smoke, yeah, this shit can shake a room. I'm up in this dough. Couple tickets, what I'm in it for. Hit the connect, told them send it low, we building goals. Whoa, 448, what that shit weigh? Fuck a war, nigga, get cake. Loose. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. From 39th to the Heights. It's big shit, baby. Big shit pop. Big shit pop. You gotta know that. What up, Luke? From the heights to the low, like a poem. We gon' get it on, baby. Yeah. Street boy Stretch got hella moves. Big boy business, nigga, I ain't got shit to prove. Just gonna lick for the 50, I got some shit to move. Loose, hit the line, you know your team is smooth. Double battle 3 off the block. Hold Steph Curry way, check a bag on a Tuesday and Thursday, chicken the Curry way. I've been toe stepping for years, I keep a stupid play. Go mouth if he playing in life, I'm quick to snatch his play. Move around, big homie, back on the stool grind. If you ain't in my way, little dude, baby, no never mind. Quality control by the piece, that is out of smoke. The price is just shopped on the lows. I need another quote. Cause I'm here now, they call me Houdini. I need 100 more. I've been put up month after month for months. Check the scope. Yay. For 48, what that shit weigh? Way up a war, nigga, get cake, get straight.